Happy snowy Sunday. Welcome to another Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 live stream. Welcome to beautiful Minneapolis, Minnesota, home of, well, a lot of attention in the US recently. Minneapolis is a fantastic city full of a lot of really cool things. One of the biggest things, of course, is Mall of America, which is, well, gigantic. It is huge. I've been there many of times and gotten lost many of times. It's got like a theater in it. It's got, a billion different stores. It has its own little petting, I don't know if it's petting zoo, like an aquarium kind of thing as well in it. It's incredible how enormous that mall is. And you can literally find everything except for exactly what you're looking for. Whenever I used to go to the Mall of America, which it was about 3.5 hour drive or so from where I used to live. And what we would do is typically we're going to like a Minnesota Twins game, Minnesota Wild game, or Minnesota Timberwolves game. So what I go there to look for is typically Chicago related sports stuff. So the Cubs or the Bulls or the Blackhawks, something like that, right? And of course, it's Minnesota, so they're not going to have everything that is Chicago. But a lot of the stores in there would at least know that it's game day, so they would make sure that they would have, both of the teams there. I didn't walk out with many things very often because it wasn't what I was looking for. But I did find a couple of really cool things throughout my time there in the Mall of America. And of course, you have the Minnesota Twins Stadium, which is gigantic and beautiful. It's one of the coolest stadiums to ever go into. You call it it's ballpark, right? So what they call it, ballpark. Gorgeous ballpark. And then right across the street from that is the Target Centers where the Minnesota Twins play. And then just down the road now is where the Minnesota Vikings play, which they had moved a few years back because their roof had collapsed due to snow. But so they're in a whole new place now, and that one is supposed to be really, really good. I've never been to an actual NFL game my entire life, and I probably never will, because I'm not really a fan of the NFL personally, in terms of football. I'm not the league itself. I don't follow football. I don't follow any sport nowadays, really. NBA is still about the only thing I follow, and I don't even follow it enough to know what the hell's going on. I'll check the standings here and there, but nothing crazy. So again, welcome into another Microsoft Flight Sim. We're going to be doing a little something different today. So we talked about it on the last stream. Thanks to Captain for donating $5. I was going to do it anyways, but again, thank you for that, Captain. We are going to be trying out iSchedule's new career mode. And, well, it's interesting. I've done about 3 flights with it. Or 4. Maybe it's 4. I can't remember. 3 or 4 flights. I think it's 4, actually, now that I think about it. It's been interesting. I like the UI. I have some critiques about it, but overall, I think it's a very cool and upcoming new career mode. It's in beta, it's early access. There's a lot to be worked on still in terms of adding features and whatnot, but it looks very interesting. I think there's a lot of promise with it. So the first thing we'll do is bring up the iFly schedules screen. Nope, not that button. That button. Okay, and so this is the website for iFschedules.com. This is the dashboard. Now, keep in mind the following. If you do become a member, so I'm a premium member, it's $4 a month or $40 a year or something like that. If you become a member, the developer has to add you in. He has to unlock your profile so you have access to all the other crap on here, right? So the career mode, the flight tools, the logbook, etc. All that. So you have to be a little patient. So the moment you sign up, you may not have access to it right away. So you can see, I got 3 flights. So I did 3 total flights with the career mode so far. 3.2 hours, 2 airports visited. It's Minneapolis to O'Hare, O'Hare to Minneapolis. That's what I've been doing. And I'm type rated for 1 plane. So 737, 800, and 900, because that's what Sun Country flies. So when you first load into the career mode, you get a couple airlines to fly for. And you have to decide based on the aircrafts they have in their hangar, which ones you want to fly. And I thought, well, Sun Country, I haven't flown with them in a very long time in any career mode, so that'd be a good way to do it. Plus, they're based out of Minneapolis, and I like to fly out of this beautiful Minneapolis as well. And, okay, so we have that going through. And so what you want to do is click on career here, and this is going to pull up the career profile, right? So in the pilot career, you can see that I'm based in Minneapolis. I have the 737 family. I was hired yesterday. I'm 17th in seniority. And here's all the flight stuff. Now, you get paid weekly, very, very similar. Next payday's on Friday. Very, very similar to APL. Okay, that was a question that was asked. I've seen in on some website recently, was how does it compare to APL? Well, there's definitely things that are similar, very things that are very different. And this one's, you know, so you get paid every week. And what I like about this one versus, so with APL, you need both the financial and you need the XP, right? And you do need sort of both of them here as well. It's more about your flight time and your pay. So your pay allows you to purchase select things, such as if you're getting tired, you can, let's see if I can find it here. Well, you can do type ratings too, but if you're tired, you can, I don't know, buy a espresso or something like that to get you going. Now you see right here the fatigue levels. This is the amount of flights. I think this is resets daily, but anyways, this is the amount of flights you can do. You got 17 hours until exhausted. So I fully rested. I haven't flown since yesterday afternoon with the career mode. Therefore, I'm fully rested, ready to go. And you can see here's our first flight we're going to do is Minneapolis to Indiana. 3 flights, 141 is my average rate. So far I've earned $0, but I have pending $371 in the bank. Now you do have 3 strikes. This is based on if your G's are too high, if your landing's too hard, etc. If you have 3 strikes, you either have to, or so how is it to unlock it, you either have to wait. I think you either have to wait for the rest of the month, or and this is real time, by the way. Wait for the rest of the month, or you can pay money to unlock it sooner, in fake money, currency in the career mode, right? Not real money. And or 3, you have to take a training course. You may have to take the training course either either way, which is interesting. So I like that. I like this feature a lot. The safety flight safety feature. This is kind of cool. So 3 strikes, you're out, kind of thing, right? And you can see here different people in the airline I'm currently with. So Sun Country. And I don't know where I am here. I guess I'm not showing up yet. 2 flights. I guess I'm just outside the top 10. Yeah, 3.2 hours. So I think after this flight, I should be able to do it. Build 47 more flight hours to unlock job opportunities. So you are stuck with this airline for 24... if you exit within 24 days, you have to pay a fee of $5,000. So it's rather interesting. But you can leave within 28 days. So I kind of like that as well, but I also don't like it. Now, my critique is the following. I think this is correct. I could be incorrect on this one, but I do believe it verifies. Here's the iFly tracker software. So you do have to download this so it tracks your flight, right? So I like this information here on the bottom, very, very handy. And you'll see here on the screen if this will eventually change, but it does say the B738, which means I don't think I can jump into any other aircraft other than the B738 for that route, where that's where APL really shines, and fly the line where you can jump into any aircraft and kind of fly it the way you want to fly it, right? So either way, we're going to see how this works. I haven't flown in APL since early yesterday, I think it was. And yeah, so we're going to see how this career mode is. I'm kind of excited to continue trying it. It's one of the things, though, my concern is the location and the flight time. You know me, I don't like doing long hauls. So there's not a lot of flights they do outside of Minneapolis. And the hub is Minneapolis. So you're flying out of Minneapolis to wherever. And like I said, there's not a lot of options that Sun Country does. So we're going to see how long I can keep doing this and enjoy myself. I thought maybe it was going to do like regional airlines like SkyWest or Endeavor, etc. But apparently not. It's doing low budget airlines first to start off with. So rather interesting. Let's go ahead and jump into the cockpit, shall we? And we're all iced up here because we are in a snowy Minneapolis. Let's go ahead and get our briefing going and then go up here to the top. We're going to turn on battery, ground power. Let's see if we can de-ice ourselves. And get the windows heats, and that should help with that icing situation we have. Wheel wells and logo lights good. We're going to be climbing up to flight level 370 on this flight. 370, and then get our fuel pumps going as well. Emergency exit lights on, and get the rest working there. Cool. Then on down here to the bottom, FMC, position in it, route. Oh, sorry. Hold on. What am I doing? Menu, FMC. Uh-oh. How to go back? I always forget. Here we go. All right, get the GPS, then drop the GPS in there. There we go. Now route, request a route, SimBrief, set, and select. Okay, sorry. So, Storm Dakota, welcome on in. P2 is driving on his way home. Thank you for coming in. RJ says, say intention stream incoming. If they didn't have such a tight, restricted streaming thing, I would certainly attempt to stream it. But I'm not going to advertise all their crap on the screen just so that I can stream it. Frequency doesn't exist. What the hell? That's interesting. Beyondatc is not switching my radios. Alright, I'm gonna call up Beyondatc and restart. I think it's goofy because I made a change to start the flight or to start the stream with Flight Sim like an idiot, and I didn't verify that everything was smooth and ready to go. So I had rolled back something that I did on my system. So we're gonna relaunch Beyondatc. That should fix that problem. Let's see, Skybound, welcome in. And Steven, welcome in as well. It's been a while since I've been able to watch. Happy you're here. Happy Sunday to you. And, okay, Beyondatc is relaunching. And Sun says, hey, Chief, been a while since on. Let's see, I've missed the intro regarding new career add-on. What's up with that? So, Sun, I'm using a new one, which is from iSchedule. So iSchedule has a new career mode. And I know that FS Elite did a article on it today, but I bought it yesterday. It's $4 a month. It's a subscription-based service, which isn't ideal. But if here's the thing: how many hours? I have over 1,000 hours in APL, and I spent $30 on it. Technically, I spent like $45 because I bought an add-on for it, which I never use. But for $4 a month, here's the thing: if you do 4 flights, I think it pays for itself. My rule of thumb has always been that flight hour, $1 per flight hour. Minneapolis clearance. Hello from Sun Country 499. We are ready for IFR clearance to Indianapolis. iFly looks pretty interesting. Excessively salty, yeah, it does. I'm happy with it so far, but like I said, I do have some critiques. We'll talk a little bit more about it as we get up in the air. But it does show a lot of promise. If anything, just buying not even using the career mode, but just using their route building software is no different than what we're doing with APL, or what I'm doing with APL at least. No different. And so we'll look at that too. But so you could do both, and I think that's the coolest thing that's available. Is kind of like with APL, you're stuck with that airline for that week at least, right? You are stuck with that airline as well with iFly. However, you can do the other thing, which is the free flight stuff. I'll show you that off here in just a little bit. I've used it before, not the software itself, because I didn't know that existed. But it's pretty handy, and the software is really nice. I like it. If anything, it's worth buying or paying the $4 subscription just to have access to some of the software it has, which is pretty handy. Pretty handy. Runway 12 left. Import. Calculate. All right, 2 and 33. 2 and 33. And we're gonna do a flaps 5. CGs are 524. Departure via the Zambro, and then Odie transition. Indianapolis, we're currently expecting runway 23 right via Jax and Barbie. Is Indiana home of Barbie? Interesting. All right, bring that on over there. Let's go up to the top and get our gens rolling. Gens are good. Pumps are pumping. Yaw damper, electrical going, and we're still iced up here. How do we clear out this icing? That's not good. That could be a problem. Okay, let's see. We'll go on down here, and we'll go ahead and go to ground ops. Can you do anything with the Ground maintenance. Tires. No. Alright, well that's going to be a problem. Alright, then door management. Hold on, no. Ground. We're going to release this dude. And we're going to remove this dude. And then we're going to go over here. Send that over here. Okay. And we're going to figure out this icing, hopefully. Alright, I think we're ready for pushback and engine start. Now, with the software, whoosh, we're going to click the start flight. It's boarding. And hey, actually, let me do something real quick. iFly tracker. There we go. Oops, I forgot to get rid of that. Sorry. Alright, there's iFly tracker. So you can kind of see that at the top. I'll make it a little bigger. That's probably too big. Let's make it smaller. Okay, we'll put it right there. So you can at least see what's going on with that. Alright, and let's get a pushback. Minneapolis clearance, Sun Country 499, ready for pushback and engine start.
Sun Country 499, Minneapolis ground, pushback approved. Face northwest.
Northwest.
Pushback approved. Face northwest. Sun Country 499.
Alright, so I parked way over here because this is where Sun Country is supposed to park. So I actually parked in the right spot for a change. Alright, pushback is commencing. APU bleed is on. Engine number 2 firing up. Why is the IC not going away? What's the problem here? Alright, flight level 370, engines looking stable, fuel going on down here, takeoff, 521 on the trim. Clock in, RTO, flight director, heard the click. Engine number 2. Or sorry, number 1. Is that gonna like eventually clear up? Can't tell if it is. Looks like it is, huh? Looks like it's slowly clearing up. Alright, engine number 1. Next. Flaps down to 5. And let's see what we got going on. I used to play APL2 on air, but got bored after a while due to IRL stuff. Nowadays, I just try random station whenever. I used a golden regions. I use a blue region on BATC. Okay, interesting. Steven, welcome in. What plane are you flying? I'm flying the 737-800, the NGs. The NG. Apparently, we got a little bit of news from PMDG that the 900 will be coming out next week. Is that correct? Next week? And then the 600 by Valentine's Day, and then the 700 sometime mid next month. So, for those who are interested in those planes, they'll be coming out pretty quick. Minneapolis ground, Sun Country 499, ready for taxiing to the active. That's a weird way to say that. Alright. Taxi lights on.
Sun Country 499. Runway 12 left taxi via Charlie 2.
There's some planes out there in the distance. Oh, there's the Sun Country.
Papa 10.
Right there.
Runway 12
Charlie
left taxi
2
via Charlie
Hotel.
2 Hotel, Quebec.
Charlie
Papa
2
10,
Hotel.
Sun Country 499.
Hotel. Oh, I see. Okay. Quebec. We're not holding short? Interesting. Okay. Throttle's going up. Random had something flagged. Watch, check, comment, check, subscribe, check, like, checked. Thank you for coming in, Jay. Happy Sunday to you. Sun says, that accent reminded me of a meme. What's woke? What burning? Roof burning? Alright, let's see. We're going to... Oh, I should have took a left there. Oh, well. We'll continue here. Looks like the icing's going away, so it looks like you just got to have the engines rolling for the icing to kind of work out. Okay, cool. We learn together here sometimes, folks. Sometimes, not all the time. Okay, so I was supposed to take a left there at Charlie 2. We're going to take Tango instead, I guess. Not a lot of communication on the comms. Is Minneapolis like in... Are they in a... like no flies time? I don't know if it's that bad. It's crazy to see how bad storms can be. I'm not terribly far from Minneapolis, right? You know, I'm a 5-hour drive to Minneapolis, but it's wild. Like the lake effect, how much that could change the way a storm goes. You know, so many times, like I looked like I was about to get hit with a pretty big storm, and then it goes into Chicago instead. It's wild that they're not telling me to hold short at 12 left here, or 12 right.
Sun Country 499.
Oh yeah, it did.
Cross runway 12
No,
right
it did.
at Charlie.
It didn't say hold short.
Taxi via Charlie, Whiskey Hotel,
Okay.
Quebec, Papa 10.
Charlie Whiskey
Cross
Hotel.
runway 12 right at
Charlie.
Continue taxi via Charlie, Whiskey, Hotel, Quebec, Papa 10.
I don't know where
Sun
Whiskey is,
Country
but
499.
I know where Hotel is. Yes, we got some planes out here, but not a lot of communication. Is that 2 planes? It's 2 planes in the same spot. That's nice. Okay, which one's Hotel? This one's Hotel. Addon, welcome in. What add-on? This is the new iFly Schedules Career Mode. New iFly. Now, there's a pushback thing too. Uh-oh. I just realized it's not working. It says boarding. Hold on, what's going on here? Let me close it out real quick. Good thing I checked. Start flight. Okay. Boarding. It says boarding still. There we go. Now it says taxiing. Okay. That was weird. Alright, crossing runway 22. I'm going to go over to runway 12 left via Hotel, which we're on now, Quebec, and then Papa 10. Now, I don't know what the speed restrictions are on taxiing and all that jazz. I guess we can take Hotel all the way down. So, like, in APL, you can't go faster than 30 knots taxiing, or else you will get dinged on that. I don't know if that's tracked on here. I don't know all the things that are tracked, other than, like, G's. G's are tracked, and landing rates tracked. I know those 2 things are tracked for sure. Outside that, I'm not quite sure if they track anything else or not. I'm hoping they do. But at least there's no information that tells me that they are or not. Are or not. Well, I can't even say that right. If they are tracking it or if they are not tracking it.
Sun Country 499. See you.
Alright, so here we are holding short runway 12 left. Landing lights are coming on. Minneapolis Tower, Sun Country 499, ready to go. Runway 12 left.
Sun Country 499, Minneapolis Tower, wind 190 at 9er, fly heading 140, runway 12 left, cleared for takeoff.
140, clear for takeoff, let's go.
Fly heading 140, runway 12 left, cleared for takeoff. Sun Country 499.
Alright, auto throttle is armed, landing lights, taxi lights are both on, flaps are set. Let's go flying. Throttle going up. Toga. Winds are crosswind, 12 knots. Checked. Bring up that nose gently. Jesus, crosswind. Gear up. Alright, we're in the climb phase. I just realized it's not showing up on the screen anymore.
Sun Country 499. Contact Minneapolis
okay.
departure. See you.
There we go. Alright.
Contact Minneapolis departure. Sun Country 499. Have a good day.
Heading 140 vertical speed, or vertical navigation.
Minneapolis departure. Sun Country 499.
Flaps on up 1 notch, RTO is
1,900
off.
feet.
Sun Country 499. Minneapolis departure. Radar contact. Cleared direct EJET. Resume
EJET.
December 7. Climb and maintain flight level 180.
180. All right, let's go on down
Cleared
here.
direct EJET. Resume
EJET.
December 7. Climb and maintain flight level 180.
And LNAV's
Sun Country
enabled.
499.
I don't even know what the one thing I would like. Now you can see, I'll show you here in a second, but you can see the METAR and all that jazz on another screen. I like about APL, and I talked about this with Flight Align, but it's all right there on the screen when you're looking at your tracking your flight. I think they could do the same thing with this one as well. I don't see why they couldn't, because there's plenty of real estate they can use. I know they don't want to throw too much stuff on the screen. I get that aspect of it, but I think they could add that. Even beyond ETC, I think they could add like the METAR stuff on the screen. It would be fantastic to have that. Just be fantastic. All right, I think we're gonna be breaking out of the clouds pretty quickly here. Little bouncy, little bouncy. I don't have the Moza cockpit software on just yet. I wanted to make sure everything was working fine with the flight. I'll turn on here in a second. 6,000. Jesus, folks. That's a lot of clouds, man. That's a lot of clouds. Yeah, here we go. Breaking out. It's getting brighter. The sun is coming out. I can see it. Not the sun, the sky, the blue sky. There it is. Breakouts are so cool. Alright, AP is going to turn on, or be turned on. Alright, looking very, very good. Very, very good. 8,000 feet. Now this is a bit of a longer flight than I normally do. You can see up there at the top, we're going into sorry, not Minneapolis, we just departed Minneapolis, going to Indiana. Now what's really cool about the iFly trackers, I'm going to bring it up on the screen so you can see it a little better in just a second. I don't want to wait until we get to 10,000 feet. But it's cool because you can actually see the nautical miles and the time of ETA travel, which is very handy. I like both of those. Storm, let's see, had a landing of 1,000. Jeez, holy smokes. Adam says, I'll have to check it out. They're on their website. Any chance to try the A340s? I don't own an A340. I don't have any interest in the A340. So I likely will not be... I likely won't purchase it at any point. Unless it's like a super sale or something. The same with the 330. I don't know if I'm interested enough in buying the 330. Okay, so here we are with the software. You can see I have 2 copies now, but so you got ETA right here. So it says 1 hour and 17 minutes to go, 4%. Estimated arrival time is 1942. You can see our time in the sim right there. So the times do match up pretty good. Total distance is 436 nautical miles, but our remaining is 418. I like having that on here. And I also, again, I like this information here because this is very much what could be used in Navigraph. But it'd be cool is if they add the weather here. It'd be really cool if they add the weather here, the METAR departure and an arrival METAR right down below. That'd be a nice feature. But you can get it right here. So you can do arrival and bam, it's right here. So it's just another click away to grab the information, but it'd be nice and handy if it was on the other screen. And I like the way this looks really clean. This is very nice. So all the METAR information's right here, but it'd be really nice if it automatically pulled that information for you on the tracking page. Just put it right down here at the bottom. Now you can click on this thing called Live Map. This is going to pull up all the planes that are currently flying. So there's 13 pilots currently using the tracker software. Here we are heading on over to Indiana. And then we have this guy here. He's doing Detroit to, what is that airport? KISM ISP. I don't know. I'm not sure what airport that is. And then we have a couple here in Dallas, of course. Got the new Dallas that came out. I haven't bought it yet. Oh wow, they're going to South America. Jesus, folks. And then we have Atlanta. That's a standard flight. And then we have, what do we got going here? Orlando. There's down in Irishman's World, going up to Nashville. And then of course you get international as well. So you got a couple different flights over here. I'm not sure the oh yeah, Wiz here in pink. And we got this one's almost done. You can see all their information here. It's very nice. It's a very, very nice piece of software for sure. I really like this. Then there was the, which one the other one I was going to show you. Oh, you can see it here and here as well. Here's the schedule. So here's the one I have for the career mode. Now what I want to show you though is their website again, because it's pretty handy. So if we go back here, we can go to, which one is it? Route Finder. And so here you can go ahead and find any routes you want. So let's say I want to go ahead and buy the, let's say I want to go buy the new DFW, right? You want to test it out. We can go and pick up an airline that flies out of DFW, right? So we know that we know that American Airline does that. What happened?
Sun Country 499. Contact Minneapolis Center 132.35.
So like American Airlines does. So we can click on that guy, right? American Airline. And then we can choose the aircraft we want to fly. So let's say we want to do 320s, right? Click on that button. We can go ahead and do our routes here. This is what I want them to add for the career mode. It's not currently available, but the flight length, be handy. Search it. And now this is going to pull real world routes that fly from American Airlines. And then we have a whole bunch right here. So we have this simple flight right there. And we can add this one to our profile if we want to. So we just click on it and it will add it to our profile, and that will be now saved for our selected route. You can also, again, do departure, arrival airports as well. So it's super customizable, has so many different airlines on here. Now we found this out the other day, which is that they combine the regionals, so SkyWest, Endeavor, etc. They're under their umbrella company. So United, American, etc. They're under their under that, which is handy. Actually, it is actually really handy in my opinion. But you can also do cargo, so FedEx, UPS. I don't see DHL, which is interesting. But Atlas Air is on here. Wonder why DHL's not on there. I wonder if they're under, because DHL's under what airline? DHL's under, I can't remember. But it's a very handy thing, and I think we'll do another flight. We'll do a free flight for the next one after this, just to kind of see how things go out with it. But it's very, very handy.
Minneapolis Center, radar contact.
Standby, or standard pressure, geez. All right, looking good. Let's see, what do we got going on here? What app is the, let's see, what app is that, Lex? Just, so that's the iFly, trackers from iFly schedules. I've had a terrible landing the past few days. Yeah, we all get through them, you know. We all go through those bad days. Gordo, welcome in. Storm says, I've been getting extreme lag from Msfs. I've had to change to GeoFS and add the landing stats hold on now. And add the landing stats add-on in extra vehicles. GeoFS, what is that? What is GeoFS? Is that another, is that like a freeware? GeoFS. Oh, it's a mobile game. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I've tried this one a couple times. Just for fun. Let's see, P2 says, oh my god, hold on. I need this heckling winter to end. Oh yeah. Are you getting some nasty storms, P2? Salty says, I really like their route finder. Yeah, I used their route finder, gosh, probably a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. It's very handy. I didn't know they had this software, this iFly tracker. I didn't know about this. So I did the $4 subscription for the premium stuff. And I was like, well, how the hell does it track me? It can't track me through a browser. And I found in their Discord the link to they need to figure out that a little bit, so it's a little easier for people to understand what's going on with that. But the tracker is really handy. I really like it. It's very modern looking, very elegant. it's what I hope that APL, if they do an APL Chapter 3, I kind of hope they change the software so it's a little bit more, I don't know, nicer to look at, not as old days. Kind of like, I like Beyondatc's nice, clean interface. iFly tracker software looks very similar to that, in my opinion. Sun says, routes as in historical routes included as well, like say for example, if the airline retired certain aircraft type or route, would that still be available? I don't think so. I don't think it has historical. There is someone that I saw, there's some career mode that's adding historical routes. I can't remember what they're called though. I saw that the other day and I was like, wow, that's interesting. I talked about that on the stream a few months back.
Sun Country 499.
Aerologics handles DHL. Oh, interesting. Okay, there we go. He just says no snow for a few days, thankfully. Oh my god, I'm so done with snow. We have sun out today, and I'm not staying home. Yeah, I get that. My wife and I went out to go see a comedian on Friday, about 40 minutes or so north of us, and so much fun. Cold as hell, but it was better than what we did a year ago. Because a year ago, we went down in Chicago. There was a concert we went to go see. It was like 10 below that day. We had the park like 5 blocks away. And it was windy too. It was nighttime. It was awful. I'm surprised we didn't get sick. It was bad news bears. And then the whole concert was standing the entire time. And it was like an hour and a half or 2 hours. So we had to stand the entire time. I was leaning over there was a ledge I was leaning over. The cool thing was that we were at the front row. That was cool, but man, that was, and then our parking spot we found, we were concerned because there was a sign and it said no parking, but the dates didn't pertain to the date we were on. So I was like, oh God, are we gonna get towed? So as I'm at the concert, all I kept thinking about was, oh crap, is the car gonna get towed? That's all I kept thinking about. Where are we gonna get towed? Thankfully, it all worked out. It all worked out fine. So you can see, tracker says we're going to be arrival within 15 minutes. We've been flight time for 13 minutes. Estimated AT is 1925, so 50 minutes does make sense. We have 361 nautical miles to go. All looks good. And it does show you a landing rate and all that jazz on the screen, which is really handy. I think it has a lot of promise. Like APL is going to be my go-to. It's going to continue being my go-to because it's just a very good add-on. But I think there's a chance that this iFly tracker might convert me a little bit over to its software. Because now, I talked about it before. I'm like, what am I? 4th or 5th or something like that with FedEx on APL. I don't really have any. I don't have an end game anymore for APL. I don't have an end game. Now it's just flying. Now it's just flying and tracking my flights, right? That's what it is. It's used for. So I don't really have an end game. And I like the FedEx routes, but what's really cool about the iFly tracker is you can generate flight to flight, or you can generate a bunch of flights as a bunch of different routes. So I don't know. We'll kind of see what happens. I'm not abandoning APL by any means anytime soon. But I think I'm actually going to go ahead and change my contract down to no pressure or whatever it's called. So I don't lose lose the 10% or 25%. Because I don't know if I'll do a lot of flights at least next week with APL. I'm going to keep on testing out this eye tracker. Maybe not so much the career mode stuff because while I think the career mode stuff's good, as I said earlier, my biggest thing is they're just longer flights, and I'm gonna get really bored of flying, to Indianapolis and to Chicago all the time. So, and me, I don't do, I don't do anything that's more than 500 nautical miles. You get money in iFly. What can you do with said money? What can you do with said money? Let's take a look. How many hours do you fly per week? I fly, it kind of varies, but I would say an average between 15 to 20 hours a week. 15 to 20 hours a week. Some weeks but more than others, but
Alaska 34, Minneapolis Center.
This week, quite a bit. This week is probably going to be 24, 25 hours. I did... What did I do yesterday? I did 4 flights yesterday. That's it? That can't be right. I feel like I did 5 flights yesterday, but I guess maybe it was only 4. Okay, so let's look at the guide here, because the guide's where it kind of tells you about the finances. So here's how it pays out, right? You get paid out Friday at 6 Zulu time. You earn all your earnings you use for type training, base relocation fees, early contract exits, or vacation recovery, so fatigue system. Okay? So, oh yeah, I forgot about the premium. There's premium flights that open up as well. So we'll see what's on the agenda for the next thing. Here's the flight safety stuff I was talking about. So the landing rate, the G's, it's like NewSky with real world routes, and doesn't have the multiplayer feature. Remove that, replace it with real world routes, and that's what you have. That's kind of what it looks like to me. So to get to first officer, you have to have 0 hours. Oh, I'm already first officer then. No, I'm like trainee. But I don't remember. I saw it somewhere. It's at the top somewhere. Okay, let's see. All right, so check back flight day. All right, build towards 150 hours. Yeah, that's when you get promoted. Oh yeah, because I'm first officer now. To get to be senior first officer, I got to get 150 hours. That's gonna be a while. And then here's the system. So then you can apply for tier 2, and then etc. So you get tier 1, which is what I'm currently in, regional carriers. It seems weird though. Regional carriers, I don't think is the right term. Like I said, Sun Country... I just feel like Sun Country flies all over the US. I don't know if there's regional would make sense. Ah, maybe, I don't know. Then we got national carriers, etc. Where's the money thing at? I thought it showed a different spot for the money, but I guess not. Well, either way, so in career, I don't, because I'm flying right now. Oh, here we go. We got some premium stuff. You can accept both of them. You can't just accept one of them. It pays 1.25. Oh, wow. That's a pretty nice jump. But here I can go ahead and accept the assignment, and then I have to do these 2 routes. Expires in 375 hours. So I don't know if I have to do it in 375 hours or if I have to take it within that time frame. Not sure. But like, so here's your development. You can buy your type ratings, but then you can also do, I'm not sure why it's not showing. Oh, it's not showing because I'm rested. When you get tired, if you get up to 85%, oh, Jesus, chase plane. Then you'll have to spend your money on that kind of stuff. But you also spend your money if you want to exit the airline early. So as it said down here, there's a $5,000 fee. I'm only at $300 and whatever dollars. So not even close. I'm kind of interested in this one, though. This is Charlotte, right? Yeah, Charlotte. That's a long flight, though. It's a really long flight. I'm interested in it. I'm interested. Alright, we're at our cruising. Let's see. Is iFly career mode only for iFly 73? No, Barry. It's its own thing. It's funny because their Discord is iFly... Is it iFly SimX or something? But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting they named themselves iFly, knowing that iFly made a Max. I don't know who came out first. I'm assuming iFly, the Max, came out
Chicago
first.
Center.
Koopy, welcome in. Happy Sunday to you. I think the real question, Danger, is asking RJ how many hours he flies per week.
Chicago Center.
Because he has me beat. He has a lot of people beat. Jay also flies a lot too. I'm not sure as much recently. Dayton, go ahead and put exclamation point specs. It just shows up on the screen right now. Exclamation point specs. You can see my system specs. I used to have a fun little overlay, and I got rid of it because I'm too lazy. I didn't want to update it. So who bought Sun Country's? Is it Frontier, right? Sun Country bought, sorry, Frontier bought Sun Country. I think that's how it worked. So is it like APL2? It is like APL2. It's early days of APL2, I would say. It has a lot of promise.
Another subscriber.
Dayton, thanks for the subscription. Welcome on in. It has a lot of promise. I ain't gonna lie, it has a lot of promise. I'm not being paid for them. I paid for the $4 for the month. You know, well, Captain paid for my $4 for the month. I think my concern is obviously going to be, you know, obviously I don't know if it's multiple people who are working on this software, or if it's just one guy. I think it's just one guy. My concern is longevity of, you know, the cost to maintain the server and all that jazz, right? That's my concern. And I think it uses SimConnect, because I don't have FSU IPC running right now. So I'm pretty sure it uses SimConnect, which I like. Oh yeah, I was going to turn on the Moza software. Now, say what you want, but that 737-800 looks fantastic. Fantastic. So let's take a quick glance. Let's take a quick glance at, they're working on, so I was talking about it earlier. Let me see if I can pull it back up again. So this is the PMG form, but anyways, the NGs, so the 900s are coming out next week, is projected time frame, sometime next week, and they didn't name pricing, so go back at the cog, it's real loud. They didn't talk about the pricing of the 900, so it'll be interesting to know what that's going to be. And then the 600, they have this little teaser of you can go flying on Valentine's Day. So we'll see what happens with that. The 800 is going to be getting an update. Update 18. It's coming out when the 900 releases, so sometime next week we'll have an 800 update. This includes tweaks and improvements. We found something that killed microstutters, which that's interesting. I haven't had any microstutters. And then the pause and unpause event. This is why it's no longer in NewSky. It's drama for certain VATSIM and VA users. Now, interesting, it's a critical fix. So they found a way to fix that. I never knew that was an issue. Then the 700 will begin beta testing mid-February. Oh, it's going to be beta. It's going to be... Okay, wow, that's crazy. It's possible for a February release, but it's not open. So we'll see. If it doesn't happen in February, it'll be maybe March. And then DC6, you know, moving over to the new operations center. So then here's the January. I'm not going to go over all this. Either way, they claim that they released it. They had planned to do it. Then they saw some issues that happened, and then they decided to fix those nagging issues before they put it out with, you know, putting it out to everyone. And then they had some sort of cyber attack or something that happened at one of their vendors, and all kinds of drama with that. So to me, I'm just seeing excuses. If it was me, this whole January thing, why the release and all that jazz for this for the 800. Here's the thing, the reason why people were upset is that the streamers, the content creators that have access to the plane were still flying the plane. The smart thing would have been for PMDG to pull that from the content creators and wait for another build, and when that build's ready, then go ahead, when you're getting a day or two close to release, then give it back to the guys and say, hey, go ahead and fly it. That's what they should have done, but they did not do that, and that's where the drama came in. The cup of coffee and all that was also part of it as well. But nevertheless, that's my personal opinion, what should happen. And then here we go. What about those sounds for this 777? Well, they're currently working on it. They're currently working on it. Which is funny, because that tells me, I think that that tells me that the Bohr sound pack was probably better than their sounds that they were working on. So they're like, okay, let's go back to the drawing board and see if we can fix it. That's my personal opinion again. Personal opinion. FSU IPC has auto start, which I like. I don't do the auto start because I don't know. I used to do the auto start with FSU IPC, but then I turned it off for some reason. It makes no sense because the majority of the flights I do are going to be with APL, or were with APL. So honestly, it doesn't make any sense why I turned off auto start for FSU IPC. But I did. So, okay, I know a couple of you posted in Discord what the DFW is like. Can we chat about that? Who here has bought? The poll on the channel is rather interesting. Let me do another one here. Okay, we're gonna do a poll at the top. Did you buy the new AnyBuilds DFW? Now, I have not yet. And I say yet because I'm still kind of up in the air. So I have the Imagine Sims DFW, and it's fine. It's fine with FPS. The graphics, they need a little bit of love, texture-wise. And then it needs 3D grass. That's about my only complaint. My biggest complaint is it needs 3D grass. But it works fine. And the price tag was, whatever, $20-some. Now the DFW, the AnyBuilds DFW, is $27 US. So it's like, do I really need to buy another DFW? The Asobo one works. It's fine. It does its thing. But, I don't know. I'm so every time I'm like, yeah, let's push the button, I'm like, I don't know if I should buy it. So iFly Career Mode has worldwide airlines and airplane. Yes it does. It has pretty much everything your heart desires. It just may be combined with another airline, in the main airline, in the main operation hubs. It may be combined in that. For example, like FedEx. It might have all the little airlines that fly for FedEx, all the routes, but they're all just combined into the FedEx name. That's my guess, at least. So we got 6 votes so far. 83% say no. This is wild. I thought it was going to sell better. I don't know, this is just a small sample here, but, combining with this one and on the channel, it was a pretty stark, I thought, I don't know, I just thought it was going to sell really, really well. I thought it was going to be like a day one purchase for a lot of people. So I don't know if it's just, if the default one's just fine, if it came out too late and people have the Imagine Sim and they're like I am, where it's like, I don't know if it's worth the purchase. It's also one of those things, if you don't fly out of Dallas very often, is it really that, you know, that good of a purchase to you know, to make for a plane or for an airport you don't fly out of very often? I know that's what Jay Russ was saying in Discord. And that's kind of where I am. If I flew with American Airlines often, like if I was still with Dallas, or sorry, if I was still with American Airlines with APL, it'd probably be a no-brainer to buy it. But I'm with FedEx right now with APL, so it's like, don't really fly out of Dallas all that often. And I think I'm gonna have that same problem when it comes to ATL, when Orbex releases the ATL. Again, I have the Imagine Sims ATL. I have the default ATL. Both of them are fine. Both of them have opportunities. But do I really need another ATL? Do I need a third ATL? It's just, I don't know. Developers should, I don't know, because it's like a double-edged sword. Developers should focus their resources on another product, another place. But then if the one that's currently available isn't ideal, then, you know, work on it. There are so many airports that don't have a good third party yet. It's like J. Russ said, we're waiting, you know, it's 2026. It's been 6 years for Flight Sim 2024, or sorry, 6 years since 2020 released, and we're still waiting for a good third party ATL. We're still we just finally got it, but we were waiting for a good third party DFW. It's crazy that 2 major hubs in the US it's taken this long to finally get up to, you know, to release a product. P2 says, I don't fly in the US, so not buying DFW. Else I would have gotten it given I lived there. That's an interesting thing too. P2 lived in you know, in Dallas, so for him not to own it, it's interesting as well. It'd be like me not owning Chicago O'Hare or Minneapolis, for Christ's sake, because, you know, I lived in not in Minneapolis, but in the area long enough. I consider it the area because, you know, still Minnesota. Danger says, I have a huge backlog of airports I've bought, but I need to get my money's worth before I go out and spend more. Yeah, I get that too. Yep, I totally get that. Steven says, too expensive for me, plus saving up to buy either the PMDG or the Init builds aircraft. Steven, what are you looking to buy? What Init builds aircraft? And PMDG, I guess, because you got the 777 and the 737. Champ says, welcome in, Champ. I bought it because I fly into DFW a lot with my company. Not a bad Serenity, but Unibuilds has done better, I think. Ooh, interesting. DFW is kind of a bland airport in general. Yeah, that's kind of what I've thought about it, personally. Now, Champ, how's the performance with it? Are you able to give us performance info? Like, is it the same performance as default, or is it worse, a lot worse than default? Slightly better than the default? You know, can you provide us some details on that? We're getting close to passing good old Chicago, where I am. Right out here, there's a lake, so O'Hare is somewhere right around here. Somewhere in this area. RJ says, so right now, I'm on my APL week. I have 90 hours. Wait, hold on. 90 flight hours in a week? Is that right? 90 flight hours in a week, RJ? In 1 week? No.
Sun Country 499. Contact Chicago Center.
90 hours in 1 week?
Center on 133.
Now, you also do some time acceleration, don't you?
Have a good one.
So I guess that'd make a little bit of sense if you do time acceleration.
Chicago Center.
Our ETA is 25 minutes.
Flight level 370.
Hefty payday. Wow. 90 hours. Holy smokes.
Sun Country 499.
Yeah, you put me to shame. Nas says they should let us use PMDG's planes in the career mode. I'm waiting for the MD-11 to become available. Ooh, yeah, the MD-11 in career mode? That'd be interesting. I did a MD-11 flight yesterday morning. I did a FedEx flight with APL. As I was waiting for the developer to unlock my premium access to iTracker. And then my cousin and I watched a movie, and then did a couple flights with iFly. All on the 737 NG. if I have APL2, is it necessary to get the iFly career mode? Is it necessary? Necessary? No, necessary is not the word. They both do things totally different. I would say this: if you're bored with APL, if you don't have any, like, if you're not chasing anything, you know, in the leaderboard, if you're not chasing to make enough money to unlock planes, if you're not chasing anything that, and I wouldn't even say bored is the right word either, because I'm not bored of APL. But I'm always interested in trying a new career mode to see what other things offer, right? Does iFly Tracker add anything to your flying? No. Does it take away anything? No. Well, okay, so it can take away a little bit, because I don't think it's tracking like the lights and stuff like that like APL does. APL has made me a better pilot. I'll say that. It's made me a better pilot, because I know to keep an eye on you know, the speed, on the landing lights, etc. Right? All the little things that APL tracks has made me a better consistent pilot. There's that plus side for sure when it comes to APL. iFly Tracker, I don't think it tracks that stuff yet, so it's more relaxed. So if you just want to have a nice route-based flying, you know, the iFly Tracker can do a really good job of that. Now, you can use it for free, not the career mode, but you can use the Fly Tracker for free. But your logbook resets every 30 days. I think that's what it said. Let me see real quick here. So I put a link up. This is a tracker. This is the software I'm using. Up you see in the corner. I just have it in dark mode. So this is you can use it, but you just won't have access to all the things that are available with the premium version. So I don't have it on screen. Here it is on screen. So it's flightsim.to. You can download the tracker. But again, for free, all the flights get erased monthly. It does sync across all devices. No career mode, no utilities. I don't really use utilities. But if you pay $4 a month, you have unlimited flight storage, so it saves all the flights on there. You can add and edit flights. You can edit flights? What the hell? You can add and edit flights. You have a logbook. You have dark mode, and then you have the career mode. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, you can't use the tracker. Never mind. I thought you could use the tracker for free. Never mind, I lied. Never mind, I lied. You cannot use the tracker for free. So in order to have the tracker, you have to pay the $4 a month or $40 a year. I lied. I don't know what the ground service is. It doesn't inject ground service, you know, stuff in there in the sim. I think it's just whatever. I lied. The tracker, you have to have the premium software or the premium membership. I lied. So you're let's see. RJ's already captain. Jesus. Was thinking either the 306 or the PMDG 737-900 or the freighter. Ooh, the freighter 777. You can't go wrong with any of them. The 306 is a very fun aircraft. I personally, if they have the option, so I don't know if they have the option. The compatible version. The compatible version for the 306 is just fine. So I don't know if that's cheaper than buying the 2024 premium edition. Personally, but I use the compatible version. I have better experiences with the compatible version than I do with the premium edition, which still irks me.
Sun Country 499. Contact Chicago Center 127.
Champ says I get better performance at DFW than I do with Indianapolis, JFK, and LAX. Oh, interesting. I have no performance problems at all. Okay, that's promising. And then Barry, yeah, you saw a subscription base. Yep. And Will, does this compare to NewSky? Not really. NewSky is about making your own virtual airline. iFly Schedules is about using real-world routes and flying those routes. So it's a different sort of thing. There's no multiplayer aspect. There's a leaderboard with the airline stuff with career mode, but that's about it. At least from what I can tell. Barry says it's 1 year. It's already more expensive than APL. Yeah, it's not going to be cheaper than APL. There's no doubt. APL is still, in my opinion, superior when it comes to a career mode because of one-time purchase. As I've said with Beyond ATC, I feel it's the FS HUD's also a one-time purchase as well, but I think Beyond ATC is slightly cheaper. But Beyond ATC is one-time purchase and superior, in my opinion, for ATC because it's a one-time purchase. He says, yeah, leaning more towards the 306. The 306 is a very fun plane. A very, very fun plane. I like it a lot. I was waiting on the MD-11 to come out, so I was flying the 306 to kind of get my brain back into like an old school plane mentality. There's Chicago. Oh, there's O'Hare. And down there. But yeah, 306 is a very fun plane. Alright, top of the sun should be coming any second now. Landing runway 23 right. Swing over to the right here a little bit. And ETA 17 minutes, but then we're going to end up vectoring around a little bit, so we're probably going to be on the ground in about 23 minutes. About 23 minutes or so. So if we look at the METAR, the WETHA is 200 at 6. Temperature is -8 Celsius, dew point 11, -11. 30-34 for the altimeter, so I can program that in here. to 34. Irishman, welcome in. Happy Sunday to you. Hopefully you're doing well. 30-34. He missed it again. Alright, dang it. Alright, 30-34, there we go. And, looks like, oh wow. Runway 12 left is no longer in use in Minneapolis. Wow, they're getting hit hard. 23 right for the runway. Okie dokie. Minimums are 986.
Sun Country 499. You were assigned flight level tree 70. I show you at flight level tree 59er. Climb maintain flight level tree 70.
Don't tell me what to do.
Wilco.
1175 for the ILS.
Sun Country 499.
Chicago Center, Sun Country 499, ready for descent. We'll just call for it.
Sun Country 499. Descend via Jax 2 arrival. Indianapolis Airport.
Irishman says, I'm firing off the first new scheduled flights at the moment. Ooh, nice. So, Irishman has some new scheduled flights. Let me pull it up here so we can show you. So we also have our career mode in NewSky.
Sun Country 499.
Which I would have done NewSky today to track this flight, but we don't have the 738 currently available in NewSky because of some technical issues you can see right here. Okay, so we go to My Airlines, we go to FlyLex, and then over here we go to Operations, right? So here's, oh yeah, so is that Irishman? Who's flying?
Via Jax 2, flight level 340.
There's Steven. And then
Sun Country 499, Chicago Center.
Who's flying here? There's Irishman. On his way to Dublin. So, oh, gotta go back where I was doing. Alright, so we gotta go to Operations. So we have these new flights here. I always forget how to... Okay, anyways, you can go to... We can book a flight. Oh, wrong button. Schedule passenger flights with FlyLex. And here's all the new routes that Irishman added in. So you got Airbuses, we got the 738, which you can't fly, the ATR, this 350.
Sun Country 499. Contact
Oops.
Chicago Center 120.125. See you.
Center on 120.125. Sun Country 499.
I think
Take
you're
care.
adding aircrafts to these airports, right, Irishman?
Chicago Center.
But you got the first
Sun
couple
Country
going?
499. Descending via
Well, I can
Jax
tell.
2. Flight level 321.
Or do we have to bring the planes over there?
Sun Country 499, Chicago Center, roger.
Yeah, so anyways, we're here in Europe. Spain. Nice short hops. This is like the perfect one for me. Nice little short hop. So here's our virtual airline. Go to NewSky.app, download the software, and then join our virtual airline, which is FlyLex. FlyLex. Oh, I didn't have it on the screen. Gosh dang it. Here it is. That's the second time I've done that. All right, go back here. Show you what I was looking at. All right, so we got two people currently flying with a virtual airline. Steven's down here in the Neo. Got some nasty storms there. And then we saw Irishman up here, who's flying into Dublin in the 321. And then to book a flight. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Schedule passenger flight. Here's the schedule ones we currently have available. I don't know why I keep forgetting to hit the button. Shices, folks. Let's see. I'm flying scheduled flights too, Steven says. Yep. And also, Lex, if you had to choose between the MD-11 or the 306, what would you choose? And there's Irishman says not on screen. If I had to choose between one of those two, I would go with the MD-11. The MD-11 is just a freaking ton of fun, man. It's a fun plane. The 306 is a lot of fun too. It's going to come down also to your interest of the planes, personally, right? Whichever one you think you're going to fly more often. But for me, I'm likely going to be flying the MD-11 not a lot more, but more than over time, more than the 306. I don't know what I have in terms of flight time with the 306, but the MD-11 is a freaking fun plane, man. Freaking fun plane. Oh, there's cargo as well. Oh, interesting. I didn't see that. Let me bring that back up. I didn't see the cargo. I didn't look at the cargo. Make sure it's on screen this time, you idiot. All right, book a flight. Scheduled cargo. Ah, we got the 306 and the MD-11. Very, very nice. Very, very nice, Irishman. It's your long haul, soul man. 2 hours and 15 minutes. Very nice. I think this is one of the routes my friend, coworker, was telling me about to do. One of these. I don't remember which one. He was talking about Germany, somewhere in Germany. Yeah, so you got some cargo routes too. That's cool. You got the 777, and then we also have the 306 and the MD-11. Very handy. Let's zoom on in here real quick. Let's see. Is the iFly thingy better than APL? Better? No. Different? Yes.
Contact Chicago,
It's
Center
early stages. It has the
120.175.
chance to be
Sun
a really
Country
good career mode.
499.
I think with more input from the community, it's going to be a
Chicago
really good
Center,
one.
Sun Country 499.
I still do
Descending
feel
via
that
Jax
if there is
2,
ever going to be a
flight level
chapter 3
265.
from iFly, it's going to be subscription based. That's just my guess. I'm just guessing. I don't know anything. I'm not an insider. I'm just guessing. Based on what the world is doing with, those kind of things, I think it's going to be subscription based. Munich to Manchester are our hubs. Ooh, nice. Okay, I think the cat wants to eat, so I'm going to step away for just a few moments. So enjoy the beautiful lands of Indianapolis, or Indiana, I guess.
Chicago Center, Lindbergh 4406, 2,900 feet.
Lindbergh 4406, Chicago Center, radar contact. 4406. Turn right, heading 225. Vectors for Lambert St. Louis.
Turn right, heading 225 Lindbergh 4406.
Lindbergh 4406. Contact St. Louis Unicom approach 122.905.
Contact St. Louis Unicom approach Lindbergh 4406.
Okay, thank you for your patience. So the poll pretty much is black and white there. Looks like no. 22 people voted. 77% of those people said no, they did not buy it. Very interesting. Let's do another poll. And this one, we're going to do, are you going to buy the Orbex? The Orbex ATL. So are you going to buy the Atlanta from Orbex? Let me see, Orlando. Barry says, yes, everything is moving to subscription. You may pay thousands of dollars and own nothing. Yeah, likely what's going to happen, unfortunately. Likely going to happen. But like, okay, so I think the iFly thing is for $4, it's reasonable. If APL eventually charges for a subscription base, I think $4 would be reasonable. Right? If VATSIM charged for a subscription, which I'm surprised they don't, but if VATSIM charged for a subscription, I don't know. It'd be interesting to know what people who are on VATSIM enough, what they would be willing to pay.
Sun Country
$5 a month?
Contact Chicago
Right?
Center 132.5.
Like, I think with something like VATSIM, it'd have to be non-profit,
Contact Chicago
so it'd be
Center
very minimal
132.5.
money,
Sun
right?
Country
$3 a month? I don't
499.
know.
Have
If
a
they ever
good
went
one.
that direction in subscription base, which I'm really surprised they haven't.
Chicago Center.
'Cause I don't know where the money
Sun
comes from.
Country 499. Descending
Yeah,
via
where does the
Jackson.
money come from
Flight
for the
level
infrastructure
219er.
for iFly? I mean, for iFly, for VATSIM.
Sun Country 499. Chicago Center.
They don't have advertisements all over the place. So where does the money, like, where I don't understand where the money comes from. Do they get money from developers to stay active? Does the ATC people pay money? I don't know, who gives them money? That's gotta be costly to be on the VATSIM network like that, right? Like, how does that happen? People donate, I suppose? Oh, from donations. There you go. From donations. Oh, interesting. Is there donations on VATSIM? VATSIM. VATSIM.net. International Online Flying. So here's VATSIM. File a flight plan. Support. Logos and brand. Donate. Oh, here it is. Big donate button right up there. You can donate any amount of money, one time. So they stay alive because of donations. Good for them. I should do one of the first wings, is what I should do.
Sun Country
I wonder if we're gonna have any one of those
Contact
anytime
Chicago
soon.
Center 123.85.
Everything should
Contact
default
Chicago Center 123.85.
to dark mode.
Sun Country 499.
Here's a learning
See you.
one. This isn't first wings though, is it?
Chicago Center. Sun Country 499. Descending via Jax 2. Flight level 189er.
Is it EJET?
Sun Country 499. Chicago Center.
That's cool. A larger enterprise like that can stay together because of donations. That's very cool. One reason I don't use VATSIM is because I don't use Navigraph as subscription. Ah, yeah. Yep, I can understand that for sure. I'm waiting for the Beyondatc, or so I'm waiting. Yeah, the Beyondatc like traffic integration thingy into Navigraph, which I've been waiting for since the summer when they announced it. So who knows if it's actually ever going to come out. I said before, like, the reason why I don't use the default map, charts, is because you can't see your aircraft on the ground charts. But I don't really need that because Beyondatc has its own charts that I could use. So there's this, unless something happens magically that I'm convinced, I might cancel my subscription to Navigraph and just do the Navi data when mine ends in September, October, whatever it is, sometime this fall. There's a chance I might cancel it out, at least the maps. We'll see. Been subscribed to Navigraph for many years, haven't regretted it yet. There's that thing. Yeah, see, it's. I'll have to do like a couple weeks of trying the default maps again, because they work fine. But the thing is this. So I think you could do the data for like $40, $45 a month, or not a month, sorry, a year, right? For an extra 60, $65, $70, whatever it is, you can get the charts as well. So it's double the cost, over double the cost. But if you fly a lot, the charts are not bad. Like, it's not a bad purchase if you use it enough and whatnot. I do, obviously. What's the math? What's the math on that, right? So let's say I fly an average of, I don't know, let's just go 16 hours a week. 16 hours of flight time a week. That's 832 flights a year. Or flight hours a year. Over 800 flight hours a year. So that's like, I don't know, 80 cents a flight? Is that right? No, it's wrong. Can't do quick math in my head. What's the subscription? What's the Navigraph cost? It's like 12 cents a flight. A flight hour. 12 cents. That's not bad. But again, it comes down to how much you actually fly. Right? If you fly airliners. Because there is the VFR stuff with Navigraph, but I don't use it. I don't really fly GA stuff nowadays. I always say I want to get back into flying it. You know, when the new Kodiak comes out, I'll do that. When the new NG, the PC-12 NG comes out, I'll do that. It's all lies. Let's be real. It's all lies. I really like my airliners. I really, really like my airliners, and my interest in GA stuff is really depleted. Really, really depleted. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. But for some reason, I'm like I can't get myself out of a tube and fly a nice little prop. Can't even fly a business jet. I have no interest in a business jet. It's the big planes, the cargos, it's the passengers, whatever. I don't have a lot of interest in flying the smaller prop stuff or the business jets. Okay, so just give you FYI for the following week at least. I'm not quite sure how much I'll fly next week on stream. I'll probably Tuesday, and that might be it. I'm still going through this introvert kind of thing right now. And like, I forced myself to stream on Thursday. I really forced myself to stream. I didn't want to stream. I forced myself to stream. I didn't have a lot of fun. I don't think I was very entertaining. I don't think there's a lot going on. And I told myself I don't want to do that. And I made that mistake, right? So
Country 499, 11,000.
I'll probably end up just streaming on Tuesday next week and maybe next Sunday. But we'll kind of see how that all goes. Definitely Tuesday for sure. But I might be up for next week. I don't have any videos in the plan. Nothing I'm working on. So the month of February might be pretty dry here on the channel. It might be pretty dang dry on the channel. All right, come up on 10,000 feet. Let's see, airliners. FTW. Fly. What is FTW? Irishman with the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much for that, Irishman, for all the support. The continued support from the Legend of Irishman. The only GA I fly now is the TBM 850. Didn't Jay Russ? No, what was Jay Russ flying the other day? Can't remember what it is. But those who got a membership from the amazing Irishman, Surveying, Rudy, Mark, Sim, Harry, Flight, 40, Daniel, Rex, and Shanti. All courtesy of the amazing Irishman. Oh, for the win. Thank you. For the win. Yeah, airliners for the win. I agree with that. I very much agree with that. Thank you again, Irishman, for the 10 gifted memberships. Much appreciated. Irishman's been a member for 12 months as well. Irishman, it seems like you've been here a lot longer. It's time, you know, time just flies, guys. Time just flies. I've been at my current job for almost 12 years now, and it's crazy. I've been doing this streaming stuff more consistently for the past year and a half now, and it doesn't feel like it's been that long. It really doesn't. You had some awesome growth here. I made some amazing new, flight sim friends. It's been so cool. It's been such an incredible experience to get to share my hobby with you all, because obviously we're all enjoying the same hobby. And it's cool just to talk about whatever we talk about in Discord as well. It's just been so much fun to make the connections. And I've talked about this before, but I still have not made a decision about the expo, if I want to do a seminar or not. I'm kind of starting to lean towards no, especially right now in my mindset. I'm kind of leaning towards just going there as a fan. Maybe I'll take a couple photos here and there. American 1505, good day, flight level 181. And talk about it in Discord, but I'm kind of leaning towards just not even doing much on the channel with the expo. I'm just going as a flight sim fan. Take vacation, have fun, right? Kind of what I'm leaning towards.
Altimeter 3029er, expect the visual approach runway 23 right, American 1505.
What's our altimeter right now?
Swift 368, good day, 2300.
Altimeter is 3029. 3029.
368, Indianapolis departure, radar contact, cleared direct SNEBA, resume the Dawn 1.
The Dawn 1. Even says, really cloudy arrival into Paris. Ooh, nice. We got a snowy arrival here into Indianapolis.
Lift 368, Indianapolis, expect climb 7, runway 16.
Expect climb 7, runway 16, lift 368.
Oh, I also, I missed it. Irishman said there's an update for Cabby. There's a big update for Cabby. Sorry, I missed that one. I was going to talk about it, and then I started talking about something else. So let's look in the Discord real quick. I got to reinstall Cabby. I haven't installed it for a little bit. Since I restarted my system, I haven't done... Oh yeah, Cabby also has this new METAR thing I want to show off. And it's also, there is an app for it as well, if you want to get the app for Android and iOS. But anyways, so let's go to Indianapolis. The METAR. This is very nice. This is very, very nice. So it shows you the wind direction, even shows you the runways. The METAR is up here. Gives you a graphics of what it looks like, for the partly cloudy, the winds. This is fantastic. And this is from the developer of Cabby.
Sun Country 499.
So, METAR.cloud. I'm going to put that in chat here. METAR.cloud.
Descend, maintain 4,000.
I was going to show this off the other day and I forgot.
3029er.
Better bookmark this one.
499.
Metar.cloud. I should download the app. Oh, I freaking didn't even show it. Dang it, I did it again. I talk about it, and I forget to show it on screen. There goes Irishman, not on screen. All right, let's try this again. So Metar.cloud, go to Indianapolis, and oh, you can favorite stuff. That's cool. So you got its current time of day, when it was updated. Here's the Metar. Here's a cool image of the partly cloudy, the runways, which is cool. Shows the direction of the wind. The cloud layers. Oh, this is awesome. I didn't see this. This is freaking awesome. So you can download again. You can download the app, which I'm going to do. I'm going to do for sure.
Turn left, heading 285,
This is very handy. But again, Metar.cloud. This is from the developer of Cabby. From the developer of Cabby. And then Cabby had an update.
Leave Zosar heading 050. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 23 right.
Leave Zosar heading 050. Expect radar
Came out
vectors
yesterday.
for visual approach runway 23 right. Sun
Hold on.
Country 499.
Came out on Friday.
Allegiant 594.
Hold on a second now.
Descend maintain 1,800
050.
Descend, maintain 1,800
Okay.
feet, Allegiant 594.
Go to heading mode. Let's get this plane ready to go before I show off more stuff.
Airport is at your 10 o'clock 11 miles.
What am I doing here?
Report the field in sight.
Alright, 40
We have the field, Allegiant
at
594.
137.
Allegiant 594. Cleared visual approach runway 23 right.
Alright, there we go.
Visual
Okay,
Approach 23 right, Allegiant 594.
so Cabby 1.9 added key bindings and flight sharing.
Contact Indy Tower
So you can now key bind
Over to Tower
the volume.
120.9, Allegiant 594.
That's handy. Flight sharing via
Sun
links.
Country 499. Fly present heading. Descend and maintain 3,400 feet. Vectors for the approach.
3,400.
Fly present heading. Descend and maintain 3,400 feet. Sun Country 499.
Point of interest, announcement
Sun
limit,
Country 499. Turn right. Heading 165. Intercept.
audio
the
selection,
localizer.
temperature selections, improvements to UI, Discord.
Turn right. Heading
UI
165.
polishing.
Intercept the 23 right
Yeah, we'll have to check
localizer.
out that update.
Sun Country 499.
I keep forgetting about that update coming out. Alright, we're going to turn to heading 165. 165. And then intercept the localizer. 165, intercept the localizer. So approach mode is armed. I'm going to drop down a little bit faster here. Speed's looking good. King Bob, welcome in. Happy Sunday to you. We're on our way to Indianapolis trying out the iFly schedules career mode. Looking good. I think that altimeter is right. Altimeter 3028. I guess it is. Maybe for the next flight I'll get Cabby going. I haven't used Cabby in so long. I just don't like using it on stream because it's just so many voices. So many voices. You got myself talking, you got Cabby background going, you got Beyondatc yapping away. And then I also had First Officer going. There's so many things going on.
Sun Country 499. Airport is at your 2 o'clock 13 miles.
It's kind of barely in sight, but I think I see it. We have the field in sight, Sun Country 499.
Sun Country 499.
Alright, localizer's captured.
Visual approach runway 23 right.
Let's go to adjust to vertical speed.
Cleared visual approach 23 right. Sun Country 499.
Looking good.
American 1505.
Alright, we should
maintain 4,000 feet.
get localizer here in a little bit. We're a little low on the approach. That's fine. We are 12 nautical miles out. Let's sort of get those flaps going. Spoilers. Our speed brakes are, I'm sorry.
285. Intercept the 23 right localizer.
Alright, and then on landing, we're going to exit to the left. Exit to the left. I've been in Indianapolis so much recently that I just already know how this airport looks. I don't even need a map. Thanks to FedEx, I know what Memphis and Indianapolis looks like the back of my hand.
2,500.
Oh yeah, we got the Warm Vibes Award flight. I'll check that here in just a second, Irishman. Actually, we'll check it out during the next flight.
Sun Country 499. Visual runway
We'll check it out during the
23
next
right.
flight.
Sun Country 499, Indy Tower, continue.
All right, continuing.
Wilco, Sun Country 499.
Speed's looking good. Flaps are coming down. It's been a little bit since we had another award, like P2, and then did RJ ever post one? I think yeah, RJ I think posted one for the contest, the December contest. Gear coming down. The Moza's a little excited. It's vibrating, folks. All the flights are Lex type flights. Oh boy. Alright, and so we got a headwind that's looking good. 30 flaps. Speed coming back.
Sun Country 499.
And flaps 40.
200 at 4.
Isn't the 738 banned from
Runway
NewSky? It
23
looks like
right,
it's
clear to
available
land.
for the new schedules.
Runway 23
Oh, yeah, it's
right,
interesting.
cleared to land.
I thought they
Sun
pulled
Country
it.
499.
Or can you still allow it? I thought they pulled it. They pulled it. But apparently it's supposed to be fixed with the new update coming out, King Bob. I saw that in the PMDG little post. Sometime next week coming out. The 900 is coming out with it as well. What's that poll looking like? 45-55. Ooh, interesting. You got 11 votes, so 50-50. Not quite 50-50, but pretty close. Alright, AP's off my aircraft. I tend to always come into Indianapolis too high. Readjusting trim. Why does my runway look like it's snowy? Gotta get out there and start shoveling, guys. Can't be having snow on the runway. What's wrong with you? Alright, looking at the glide slope for the arrival. I can't see Pappies. It's too bright. Alright, looks like it's too white, too red. Means we're all right. We're all right.
500. 400.
November 7,
It's only a 6-knot headwind, so it's not too bad. We got 1 white, 3 red, so we're a little bit low.
November 714
Approaching
Romeo
minimum.
Mike.
I think the Pappies are wrong at this airport, though.
200 at 4. Fly heading 270. Runway 23 left.
Minimum.
Clear
Definitely
for
off
takeoff.
course. But we got a
Fly heading
slight
270,
headwind.
runway 23 left, clear
Or a
for
crosswind.
takeoff.
Very, very
November
slight.
714 Romeo Mike.
100.
I'm going to be 50 over the threshold here. The piano keys.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Idle. Let it settle down. Slowly settle. Touchdown. Reverser. Have I ever told you I really love this plane? I can butter this plane so often, it's ridiculous. I absolutely love this plane. Alright, give it a little bit of brakes here. Flaps going up.
Looks from altitude 0, C Juliet, ready for departure.
And speed
Runway
brakes
23
are
left.
off.
Sun Country
Welcome to
499.
Indy.
Exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway. Sun Country 499.
What is the new career mode add-on? It is iFly
Look
schedule.
altitude 0, C Juliet.
iFly schedule.
Runway 23 left, line up and wait. Runway 23 left, line up and wait. Looks from altitude 0, C Juliet.
That was a very good flight.
Sun Country
All right,
499.
landing lights are off.
Contact ground 121.9er.
Ground 121.9er. Sun Country 499. Have a
So
good
weird
one.
here in Sun Country. Haven't heard that for a long time. Indy ground, Sun Country 499 on taxiway Bravo, looking to taxi it over to gate Alpha 22.
Sun Country 499, welcome to Indianapolis Airport. Gate
Thank you.
Alpha 22 taxi via Bravo, Sierra, Echo, Romeo, Kilo.
All right, so it's on the
Alpha
other
22
side
Bravo,
of the airport.
Sierra, Echo, Romeo, Kilo, Sun Country 499.
They kind of want us to taxi a weird way over there. How could you love it if you zoomed 10,000x into the textures? RJ says there's an Orbex ATL in the works. Yes, there is, RJ. Yes, there is. The American just landed. Oh, where'd it go? What the hell? I saw it. You saw it too, right? I saw a plane. I saw a plane there. Where'd it go? Oh, what the hell?
Brickyard 3530.
Okay.
Runway
Wait.
23 left taxi via Kilo.
A weather update.
Charlie, Charlie 1.
The heck's that all about? I like that. You zoom in 1000x into the textures, and it's awful. Low res everything. It's a freaking fun plane, man. Very fun plane. I enjoy it. I enjoy. You know what the last couple weeks, last couple months probably,
3530. Hold position for company traffic.
I'm just having so much fun with Flight Sim.
Brickyard 3530.
Critiquing when I feel the critiquing is necessary, but so they want us to go to Romeo.
Brickyard
Echo
3530.
Romeo. They
Continue
want us to
taxi.
taxi out this way. That's weird.
Continue taxi. Brickyard 3530.
I've been just having a lot of fun flying. Just, you know, there are going to be issues. It's a game, folks. There are going to be issues with it. Enjoy what you have. Because what a time to be a simmer, man. We have so many planes, so many incredible planes, so many amazing sceneries, such an incredible simulators with an S. If you're X-Plane user, if you're a Flight Sim user, whichever. So many options available to us.
Brickyard 3530.
We can do
Hold position for
career
company
modes,
traffic.
we can do multiplayer stuff, we have different add-ons available for ATC.
Brickyard 3530. Continue
So
taxi.
many awesome available opportunities we have.
Taxi. Brickyard 3530.
A lot of planes here. At least a lot of planes taxiing. I think this guy's going to be taking Kilo here. Sure is. Why would it want me to go Kilo? It says Sierra, Echo, Romeo. We're on Romeo. And then Kilo, which is where that United is. Yeah, stupid United. You screwed up my thing, a little stupid EJET. No one likes you. Except for me. Whoa, whoa, take it easy. Oh, drunken EJET there, folks. Drunken EJET. Alright, what are we doing? Alpha 22. Alpha 22. Let's see, can I see it from this far away? Slow down the speed. 20. Oh, right there. Alright, taxi lights are off. Cracks me up. Everyone complaining a horrible FPS with the Innobuild's A350 when released. So PMDG makes the 737 very FPS friendly, and still people complain. Oh yeah, you're gonna get complaints either way. You're gonna get complaints either way. That's just kind of how it is nowadays. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. I think the textures in this plane are fantastic. Like right here, it's a little funky looking. It's a little funky right here. It's weird. I don't know. That's my only dislike of it. You know, everything else I think is fine. It's just fine. Looks just fantastic. I have zero complaints with pretty much anything else. But the screw here is blurry. It's destroying my immersion. How can I have fun in a plane when I don't know the screw? Look at this. Look at this. I can't anymore. Anywho, swinging over here to the left-hand side, set the chokes. Ground power. And then we're going to wait for the ground power to show up on here. Turn those off. On here. Swing on down below. And turn those off. Okay, then the tracker. Hello, tracker. We're going to hit complete flight. And that's it. Flight's been completed. Now, you can't see your career mode stuff here, I guess, which is kind of a weird thing. Here's your schedule, but I don't have anything in my schedule. So you have to see it on the website. Have to see it on the website. So now if we go into my dashboard, we go into my career mode. And so we can see I'm fresh. Yeah, I'm very fresh, baby. 4.4 hours, 4 flights, minus 151. So this one must have been a little heavier. Where's the logbook at here? Where's the logbook? I gotta remember what these look like. Logbook career. Indianapolis is right here. That's my longest flight. Oh, really? Okay. Where's the individual logs? Oh, here we go. Okay. A 183. Oh, really? That was that hard? It felt smoother than that. A 183. Wow. Okay. So anyways, we made some money on that flight. How much money do we make on that flight? Does it say? There needs to be more details with the flight log. Does it say here? Well, either way, we make it $115 per flight, or per hour. So up to $515 will get paid out next Friday. Next Friday. Okay, so we can do these guys here, or you can generate a new schedule here. So I can generate it here, and this will generate 2 legs. So we have LAX. She's to LAX. No, thank you. I'm going to do one. We're going to do the 800. Excuse me. So we got Cincinnati. That's not too bad. Hour and 49 minutes away. Let's see what else there is. Atlanta. See, all the flights out of with Sun Country are just so long for me. They're so freaking long. Might as well just take this one. Okay, so I have that now on my schedule. But if I wanted to, I can also do free flights. So schedule generator, right? Here we go. And you can select any airline you like, or you can do any. You can do all of them, I think, right? You just randomly pick some. But let's try. Let's try American. And then let's do. Who we want to fly? Should we do 170? And then we're going to do, we just want to do 1 leg. Oh, dang it, wrong button. 1 leg. And drop it down to an hour. All right, now this is going to generate a schedule for us. So this one's an hour and 30 minutes. Oh, that's going from Dallas. I don't want to go from Dallas. Oh, that's, I didn't put that in there. Okay. And then we're going to, let's just, so you can see this one's, oh, this is, yeah, this is, this must be Envoyers. I don't know who make that one. Let's generate this next one. Oh, this is in Rochester to Chicago. This is a nice little EJET flight. Got some crappy weather. I ain't flying that one. I ain't flying that one, folks. Raleigh to JFK. Let's see if there's anything on DFW. Maybe I'll buy a DFW. I don't know. King Bob, did you buy DFW? The Indian builds DFW. They got Little Rock. See, I would rather them have, instead of hours, I'd rather have them do nautical miles, because they know the nautical miles. I'd like to have that instead, personally. This is to Waco. This is a super short little hop. Dallas, or not Waco, sorry. What the hell is that? Killing? What the hell is killing? I don't know. Should I buy DFW? Should I buy the DFW, take a gander at it? What shall we do, folks? What shall we do? So if I add this to my schedule, the accept flights, this will add it to my free flights. And I'll have access to that. NA says, to be fair, how did they screw them in? That's true. Whose voice are you acting? I have no idea whose voice I was acting. I would just stick to APL 2. It's just fancy UI at the moment. Barry says, also, I don't like, let's see, I don't like now every software is squeezing AI into which I don't need. It can change this. Yeah, so they can charge subscription. Yeah, that's just the way of the world is what King Bob says. Yep. That's not many airlines. It has them, pretty much has them all in. It just has them condensed. King Bob says, yes, I did. Basically loaded in the FENIX to see what FPS was like. Didn't seem too bad. Okay, King Bob doesn't say it's too bad. King Bob says it's not too bad. All right, let's do this one. We'll do this. We're going to accept this one. And now, if I'm correct, that should show up with the tracker. Where the hell's my tracker at? So if we go... Do I have to reset the tracker? Or maybe the tracker doesn't do the... It has to do that, right? I'll relaunch the tracker. Oh, no, it doesn't. How do you do... You can't switch this over to free flights? Oh, it's just career mode, huh? Saves completed flights to career mode. If I uncheck that... Ah, there we go. Okay, so you have to uncheck that. Okay, that's an interesting... What the hell? It says a 766 nautical mile. Oh, it must be from where I am now. All right, total distance 117. Tombstone, welcome in. Okay, well, okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to restart the sim. I'm going to grab the DFW. It's going to happen either way. And then we'll do the EJET for the next flight. We'll do the EJET for the next flight. Because everyone loves the EJET, right? I like the EJET. If I like the EJET, that means everyone likes the EJET. That's what I'm saying. All right, we'll get some music going in the background here. Jeez, not like that. Yeah, we'll do that one. Okay, let me get my ini builds. We'll take a look at the ini builds DFW. I gotta make sure I turn off the other one I have. Add to cart. Checkout. Tombstone's about to buy it. Ooh, interesting. Good timing. I broke it. Checkout. I can pay with Google? No way. See if this works. Let's see. Alright, I guess I'll add that in. Alright, notification sent to my telephone. Yes. Alright, so pay now. Pay. Is my bank gonna cause it? I think it's fraud. No, it's good to go. Alright. It says it may take a few moments to show up in my library. Okay. I'll relaunch it. Maybe I'll make it faster. My products. Dallas. Install. Configure. 2024. Oops. Huh? Alright, back. Install. Why wasn't it configured? Let's see. You start a new career mode? Not in... Well, kind of, yeah. Some flight simmers might disagree with what? The EJET? Oh, Tombstone, you're gonna be buying the EJET? Nice. I love it. I have a blast with the EJET. Just finished my first FlyLex flight. Nice, Steven. Congratulations. We're gonna take a look at what Irishman has done with the new awards once we get into our next flight. But right now, we're installing the Dallas. All right, we got 2 gigabytes left to go. We're almost there, folks. Notice iFly Schedules has a lifetime membership for 200. Yeah, I saw that as well. My concern is is it going to be around long enough? You know, I get nervous with that kind of stuff. I get really nervous with that kind of stuff. You know, I just... It's the same reason why I didn't want to give, like, say, intentions that long. Is because... I don't know, I don't know. It's a lot of money to give to some... Oh, I have to get it... let me grab Cabby real quick, too. We'll do Cabby. For the next flight. I gotta download it. Alright, we got Cabby downloading too. So the next flight we're gonna do the Dallas, and we'll do Cabby. Alright, Dallas is installing now. I wonder when it's gonna come to the store. To the Msfs store. I would have rather bought it through there. Alright, Dallas is good to go. Cabby's installing now. And the builds is gone. Good. And let's see. I'm considering between the PMDG 777 and the ND11. So hard to choose. Yeah, it's very difficult to choose. Very, very difficult to choose. They're both log in. Successfully logged in. They're both very, very good. Discord, flight sharing. Alright, that should be fine. We'll put Cabby over here. Close out this stuff. And delete installers. And this. I gotta get some more music added to the library of stuff. Alright. And Flight Sim is launching. Alright, get rid of the music. We'll get rid of the tracker too, since we don't... actually, no, we'll keep the tracker on. We'll keep the tracker on. Let's see, I'd rather and do have Fly the Line for real-world schedules, Tombstone says. Yeah, Fly the Line is really, really good. I need them to add career mode. Or sorry, career mode. That is career mode. I need them to add in cargo. That's what I really want them to add. Cargo and regional airlines. If they get those two added on, I'll probably jump back into it at some point. For now, I'm just trying out a month of iFly because I want to see what it's like. And, you know, I'm not saying you should buy it. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy it. It's kind of up to you at this point, right? But I like the concept behind it. I very much like the concept behind it. All right, remember, idiot, I got to go ahead and disable the Imagine Sim DFW. Remember, I forget. I'm Forgetful Joe. They called me. So I'm at the tail end of. I have like 7 episodes left of Seinfeld, the remainder of Seinfeld. Then I've started watching. I watched the first 2 episodes of Frasier last night. I've watched Frasier before. What I really want to watch is Cheers, but I think it's only available on Paramount, and I'm not going to pay for Paramount. All right, so Marketplace. That was just kind of random me talking about that too, by the way. I don't know where my mind went with that. DFW. All right, so we have... Oh, crap. Which one's what? I'm assuming this is the... Yeah, I'm assuming this one's the Imagine Sim. It's only... It's not even a gigabyte. All right, so that one's still disabled. That one's disabled. This must be the init builds. Oh. Gonna find out. All right, and our flight, we're doing the EJET, the 170. Okay. And DFW. All right, and then let me get my tracker going so I know what the heck I'm doing. See, King Bob says, I'm a sucker for career add-ons and airport add-ons. That's me. I'm always just interested to know what other add-ons there are, you know? It's like an interest. Why is the tracker not showing up now? What the hell? Oh. Okay. It's not showing up on the screen for you for some reason, so... okay, so Dallas and runway 17 right is what they're saying. This might take a little bit to load up too, by the way. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll go park way to hell down here. We can tour a little bit. Do what I normally don't do. NewSky deleted my profile and my flex status. Flylex status? What? It deleted your profile? Really? Does Flyline have real-world schedules? Yes. Oh, wow, that loaded up fast. There's the train, the tram, or whatever you will call it. All right, let that load in a little bit. That's interesting. You in live Discord as well? No, not in Discord. Let's see, bought a lifetime to Lord of the Rings online back in 2007. Was like $199. That saved me tons of money in the long run. Oh, really? The lifetime of Lord of the Rings? If I was more confident in iFly, if they're going to be around long enough, then I'd be like, yeah, I'd do it. But right now, I'm like, I don't know. Where do you get the EJET? So you can get it from Contrail or Aerosofts. So Contrail or Aerosoft. I bought mine through Contrail. All right, here's the DFW. Should we go walk around a little bit? Okay, what I'm noticing is performance is about the same. Nothing terrible, nothing awful. Pretty good. Looks beautiful, though. Look at the construction there. But like others said, DFW is kind of bland as it is, right? Let's jump into the cockpit here. All right, then we're going to go to chase plane. And then we're going to go to drone mode. Yeah, performance is very, very good. Very, very good. Now, one of my critiques with the... We'll see. We'll go over here. With the Imagine Sim one is that it didn't have my grass. It didn't have my grass. Is grass here? Is the grassy knoll here? I need to find a way to get this faster, too. This is crazy. Yep. I see 3D grass. Yep. There's grass, folks. We have grass. Oh, what a goofy guy I am. It looks nice. It looks nice. It runs really, really well. It runs extremely well. I'm very impressed with the performance. I haven't been to Dallas Airport in real life in, I don't know, 7 years now. I remember it being just a cluster of an airport. I don't remember which terminal I was even at. I think this middle one here is where I was. It looks very, very nice. Where's, we need J. Russ here. Where's FedEx? Where's cargo normally go? There's American. Well, that must be cargo over there, right? Yeah, cargo's on that side. But there's UPS and then there's FedEx. There's American Cargo Hub there. Or hangar, I should say. What the hell is that? There's a busted ass plane there for examples of what happens if you don't know how to fly right. The little train's kind of cool. Get away to it all. Get away to it all, folks. There's a car floating. This is an instant uninstall of the scenery. Instant uninstall. We have cars floating. How dare they... Who beta tested this piece of crap? Seriously. Who beta tested this piece of crap? This is uninstall. Where's the refund button? This is just the dumbest thing ever. Who... I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. I'm joking. Joking. Wait, can you go inside the buildings here? No, that's just like... Okay, never mind. It's a very nice looking scenery. There's no doubt. I'm blown away by the performance. IJET over there. I'm blown away by the performance. This is pretty impressive. For any builds, this is very impressive. You know what I mean? Quite impressive. Which is just the 170, 175, or the 190, 195. Well, that kind of depends on what you're looking to fly, where you're looking to fly. The U.S. primarily does the 170. International, look at these floating cars. And the... just having fun with it. And yeah, what's going on here? Look, what's going on with this? I did not pay $27 to have weird poly broken things here. Look at this awful texture. It's loading in slowly. I did not pay to... Oh man, it's funny. It's fun doing that. It's fun doing that. Look at the blurry textures. It depends on, yeah, again, it depends on where you're flying. It really depends on where you're flying. There are a couple blurry ones, though. Seriously, like right here. All right, how do you map? Let's see. King Bob says map a button for speed. We got to find a button to map speed. That's way too slow. Which one is it under? Control assignment wizard. This is rotation, position, zoom. World. Speed boost. Can I do it here? No, that's doing something else. Weight. External. Ah, here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. We're going. All right. Now we're cooking. All right. So yeah, this is a little. Well, it's loading in. Okay, so it must have been loading in something else. That's better. Oh yeah, the speed's much better now. Okay. And then we got whatever this is over here. Parking. Oh no, the terminal. Okay. And then I think there's cargo on this side, and then there's cargo on the other side. Yeah, this is UPS, I think. I see brown. A lot of American. Yeah, that's UPS there. So FedEx, I think, is on the other side, is what Jay Russ was saying before. What's all this? Is it like hangers for your cars? Or is that solar power? Solar panels? Huh. And we got over here, gas station? What's this? American cargo. All right, so American does their cargo. And I guess this is FedEx over here. I'll have to lay out all my options and decide which one to for the goal. Yeah, I think it really does matter like where you want to fly. If you're flying domestically like I do here in the U.S., then the 170 I think is the winner. Maybe FedEx parks over here. I don't see anything that says FedEx though. That's just numbers. Yeah, it's just numbers. This definitely is cargo, though. Look at the spot for the plane. It's huge. What's this? Fire department? Yeah, it's a very nice looking scenery. It's a very nice looking scenery. No doubt about it. But, you know, give it to... Anyville's always done a really good job with the scenery itself. With the beauty of it, right? It's just always a performance. Look at all the grass. Look at the grass is back, guys. Oh my gosh, the grass is back. You're all like, I gotta get rid of this guy. He talks too much about grass. He's crazy. All right, let's actually do our flight, shall we? Let's do our flight. How do we get back into the plane? Go over here to chase plane. And we're gonna go to cameras, pilot. All right, back in the plane. And we got cabby going as well. A lot of my flights have primarily been in Europe. So the Europe is the 190. But I think Europe also flies the 170. But I think for the most part, they fly the 190. If I'm correct. If I'm correct. Okay, so SimBrief, save that. That's already saved. Audio. Okay, let me bring this up on the screen. This is cabby. This is cabby. 3D sounds. Okay, ambient controls, which is the passenger chatter. Screaming turbine. I don't want that. Let's turn it down. Equalizer, alternative captain. Save this stuff. Key binding. Add a binding. Record, mute, and then you can label whatever it is. Staff. We got myself and my wife. Flight detection. Switch to takeoff. Switch to takeoff when the takeoff lights are on. Sure. And debug. Okay. And then passenger satisfaction. Announcements. Prefer AI. I think that's saving it off from my previous ones. Okay. So now we can go to flight. Import flight. Actually, let's go to voices real quick. Holy cow. Now I still have access to the premium version from is this new?
欢迎登机。
What?
下午好。会议，
Kind of like it.
请出示您的登机牌。
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff.
I think I'm gonna do Maria for the let's see, so let's go in here. We're gonna do Caleb for the captain, and we're gonna do Maria for the crew. And then we are going to be, so American Airlines, yep, I pulled that, going where we're going. Scenarios. Wi-Fi, doesn't matter. Snacks, paid, include fun facts, and then we can start the flight. All right, that's going to do its thing. Cabby's loading there. Let's go ahead and get Beyond ATC going, because why not get more stuff going on in my head? A lot of my flights have primarily been in Europe. Oh yeah, I read that, sorry. Oh, the poll's getting closer, 50-50 looks like. Looks like people are going to buy the Orbex one. They don't really care about the DFW. That's interesting. Beyond ATC is stuck on waiting for updates. That's concerning. It happens every so often. All right, over here to the left-hand side, let's go to GPU, get that connected. Retry. All right, here we go. And let's see how this Dallas is with traffic. All right, GPU is connected. Flight details, import, flight plan. Hit that button, hit that button. Departure, we're currently expecting 12 right for the departure, or sorry, 17 right for departure. Dry conditions, winds, calculate. Instant. I do it twice, and then we'll go up here. Battery switches on. Arm that guy. Get the APU firing up. Nav strobe, beacon, inspection logos. And then down here, we're just waiting for the FMC to pop up. What weather add-on do you use? I don't use any weather add-on. I just use default.
Waiting for the flight to Colleen. As we wait for boarding to begin, please have your boarding passes and travel documents ready. We appreciate your patience and ask you to remain close to the gate area so you do not miss any boarding announcements.
Right, and then we'll have, I'll show you Cabby at the top if I can.
Shortly for our flight to Colleen. Thank you for choosing American Airlines.
It won't let me. This flight's in. It won't let me show the tracker anymore either, which is weird. Or auto FPS. None of them are working. Huh. Okay, whatever. Can't show that either. We just got Cabby going. Alright, start the boarding for Cabby.
Boarding started. Ladies and gentlemen, boarding has now commenced for flight to Colleen. Please have your boarding
It's not
passes
showing.
and identification ready for verification. We kindly ask priority boarding passengers
Window capture.
small children to
Cabby.
board first. All other passengers, please wait for
There
your
it is.
turn to
Okay.
be called. Thank you for your cooperation. And we look forward to welcoming you on board shortly for our flight to Colleen.
There's Cabby. You can see Cabby up there in the top now. Alright. We got that all going. Let's go to route. Route. Send it. Activate it. Departure. We're expecting 17 right. DFW clearance, American 4108, ready for IFR clearance to Colleen. Right? 17 right. Via Nelly.
4108, DFW clearance. Cleared to Robert Gray Army Airfield. Nellen 6 departure with the Waco transition.
Waco.
Then filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 118.55. Squawk 0610.
0610 for the squawking.
Cleared to Robert Gray Army Airfield.
And we're expecting
Nelly
runway
6
15.
departure with the Waco transition.
We're with
then is
ILS.
filed. Climb via
And
SID.
then we'll go
Departure
arrival and
frequency
apply.
118.55.
Performance.
Squawk
Request it.
0610.
Light plan.
American 41.
We'll stand by there. Position. Alright, hold on. We don't need that one. We go to takeoff.
American 4108.
Our APU is available.
Contact
Good.
ground 121.85 when ready for pushback or engine start.
PCAS there.
Ground 121.85 when ready for pushback. or
And
engine
we're
start.
expecting flight
American
level.
4108.
What?
Have a good one.
What are we climbing? 22. Alright, 22. And start the tracking. And boarding is got another couple of passengers. Only 48 passengers on this flight. Let's see. Thomas says NewSky detected my. Deleted my profile. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, Thomas. That's really weird. Really, really weird.
Prepare for takeoff.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff. That's a little early. Oh, it's because I had the button set for that. I forgot about that. DFW ground, American 4108, ready for pushback and engine start.
American 4108, DFW ground. Pushback approved. Face north.
Alright, so this DFW
Pushback approved. Face
kind of
north.
somewhat shows up
American
here.
4108.
So push back to there. Release the parking brake. Request the pushback. Pushback. Oh, hold pushback. Let's go over here. Go over the ground. Disconnect that guy. Almost broke it off, folks. Almost broke it off. Alright, that's good. Now the pushback can commence. Down here at the bottom, let's go ahead and get the fuel going. Trim's going to be 3.9. 9. Alright. Clocking. So we'll get yelled at by the clock police. Okay. Yeah, performance is still really, really good. With all this traffic still. Very good. Our hats off to AnyBuilds. Looks like they've done a pretty good job. Alright, and flight tracker shows we are currently taxiing. Pushbacking, but, you know, close enough. Now again, this isn't going to be counting towards the career mode. This is going to be tracking my flight. Engine number 1's next. Flaps are coming down. What the hell is going on here? That's going to be a long flight. What the hell we got going on there? Oh, it's because of the disco, I think. That's fine. Alright, I do got to check here because we're supposed to be climbing up to 2... What is it? 2.2, yeah. So, climb... Alright, we're going to change these dudes here because these aren't right. For some reason, I've noticed it's not doing the climb right. The altitude at least. Let's go 22000 right here. 22000 right here. Next. Minus, or not minus, slash 2200. And then minus. I keep saying minus. Slash. Alright, now we're cooking. Activate. That should be good with the altitude. DFW ground, American 4108, ready to taxi to the active. King Bob got a roll. Thanks for coming in, King Bob. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for coming in. RTO. Kilo Echo Golf.
17 right taxi via Kilo Echo Golf, American 4108.
Echo Golf. Okay, very good. Taxi lights on. Let's go to Kilo. There's no traffic. I don't know what's going on today with Beyondatc. I guess no one flies on Sundays. I'm really impressed by the performance. Already it's a win for me.
American 2288.
Hey, there we go.
Charlie Tree 7 request pushback.
We got some traffic. Alright, Echo Golf is the middle one. Ooh, that's interesting. And 17. I'm not quite sure what heading we're going to get on departure. I'm going to put 170 for the runway heading, though.
American 2288.
And I think I got to change cabby's things to where takeoff isn't by the light. I think that's what's goofing up the cabby thing. Alright, we're on Kilo now, going down to Echo Golf. Echo Golf. I figured I was going to pull the trigger on this eventually, so I might as well pull it on live on stream so we can all see it together. First impressions. We do know how critical I've been about AnyBuilds in the past, right? Very critical. But I'll give them the props where they deserve it as a fair assessment. I've said it a billion times now, but you know, you need to be fair. If you're going to criticize about one thing, give the props when they deserve it, and they deserve it with the DFW for sure. This is a very nice airport. Performance is extremely well. Looks good. No complaints with that. No complaints with the performance either. Guess that means I might have to reinstall LAX. Try that one again. I think there was an update for that. I haven't tried it yet though. Or Echo Golf is the middle guy up here.
Taxi for departure.
American 4108, contact DFW Tower 124.15.
Here's Echo Golf.
Over to Tower 124.15, American 4108.
Alright, Echo Golf, and I'll get our landing lights on in a second. DFW Tower, American 4108, ready to go, runway 17 right. Oh, this looks really nice here.
American 4108, DFW Tower, wind 215 at 10.
Yeah, I don't think this green stuff, the green markers are in the Imagine Sim one. There's a plane out there taxiing.
Runway 17 right, Arnav to Trex. Cleared for takeoff. American 4108.
Where the hell's that plane coming from? Why is it over there? Oh, it must have just landed. Okay. And let's go ahead and bring up those throttles. Why is it not engaging? Auto throttle is armed. Alright, here we go. Winds are slight crosswind, very, very slight.
80 knots.
Checked.
Auto brake.
Auto brakes.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate.
How's the rate? Flaps up a notch. We'll go to heading mode, vertical speed. She's not vertical, VNav. I don't know why I keep saying vertical speed today. Full flaps up. Actually, we're going to nav mode, not heading mode, nav. Okay, good departure. Goodbye, Dallas. A very nice Dallas.
American 4108.
Calm down, plane. Don't be giving me any dings with freaking iFly. Take it easy, EJET.
American 4108.
Take it easy. Champ says, my only complaint with the scenery is that DFW is not nearly this clean.
American 4108. 3,500 feet.
That's fantastic. Isn't nearly this clean. I haven't been to DFW in forever, so I don't remember what it looks like. Nearly not this clean. Insert destination here. Welcome in random.
Climb and maintain 11,000. American 4108.
That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. Alright, so we are, see, iFly is saying 25-minute flight. It's crazy. 117 nautical miles. We have 112 to go. We should be on the ground here at 2050. It's currently 2026. We're expecting runway 15, so it'll be a straight-in arrival, pretty much.
Snack service will be starting in just a few minutes. Our crew will be offering a variety of paid snacks and beverages. Passing through the cabin with the cart, we accept credit cards and contactless payments. Please have your payment method ready to ensure a smooth and efficient service.
That's good old Cabby. It'd be cool if Cabby added a career mode. They're never going to, I don't think, but that'd be cool. I want Cabby to add ground crew. If Cabby added ground crew, I would use it all the time. All the time. Every day of the week. Every flight. It'd be nice if you can not do the cabin announcements though with cargo. It'd be kind of weird. Welcome aboard our FedEx flight 106. This time we'll ask all passengers to please turn off their phones. Alright, 10,000. 90 light tax lights are off. Good day. All right, let's prepare for our arrival because it's a short
Climb
flight,
maintain flight
115
level 220, American
for
4108.
the ILS. So let's go on down below here, and we're gonna go to performance and landing, initialize the landing. We're gonna get our landing weight from the briefing panel. Another invention from Flying Art from Cabby. Raw data. And landing rates, or sorry, weight is 61800. Cool. Temperature, where can we get that from? We can get that from several different sources. I'm gonna get it from APL, or from Navigraph, sorry. Temperature is 13. Wow. It's pretty cool there in Dallas. And the wind is 190 at 7. 190 at 7. There we go. And then we're going to go to radio. Did it pull in the correct radio frequency? 111. Yep, perfect. All right. Set this over to radio, I guess. There we go. We're on our way. It'll be interesting to see what Beyondatc does with the vectors here. It'll be very, very interesting. 16,000 feet. We're climbing up to 220. I don't know if I have a third flight in me today. It's going to be about 3 hours in after 2 flights today. My voice is starting to hurt a little bit. But given since I'm going to fly on Tuesday again, I'll probably end it here at 2 flights. Insert says, I've had issues with my 190. Won't import the SimBrief like it used to before the new update. Do you know why? So, have you added in, under nav, data link, address, flight plan, flight plan, did you add in your SimBrief username up here at the top? Does it say your username here? Has to be your username. That would be my only guess. I guess the other thing you can do is delete your WASM folder. That will clear out any potential conflicting issues. You might have actually done that, and you might not have put in, because I don't know if you have Contrail, but in Contrail it automatically cleared out the WASM folder. So that might be why as well. I was gonna do it myself manually, but it did, so that's probably why. And oh yeah, okay, there you go. So you must have knew that was a problem then. Yeah, that's. I noticed it when I was installing the new update for the EJET. If that was why. On the vacation account. Ooh. All right, we're at flight level 220. I'm not sure if I have a third flight. We'll see what the time is. We'll see how I'm feeling. Like I said, my voice is starting to hurt already, so.
We are now beginning our snack service. Our crew members will be passing through the cabin with a selection of paid snacks and beverages. We accept major credit cards and contactless payment options. Please let us know if you would like to purchase any items. Thank you for your attention.
So top of the sentence coming up right there. Virtual airline account? What is that? I don't know if that's going to be our top of descent or not. Probably. It's a short flight. It's a short flight. So I'm going to go ahead and put in our ILS altitude, which is 3,000 feet. Alright, there's 3,000 feet in the box. And while we're cruising on out here, I'm going to go ahead. I think the cat wants some more food, so I'm going to give her some more food. I'll be right back.
American 4108. Contact Fort Worth Center 127.15. See you.
Contact Fort Worth Center 127.15, American 4108. Fort Worth Center, American 4108, flight level 216.
American 4108, Fort Worth Center. Good day.
It was like 68 degrees in my apartment here 4 hours ago. 3 hours ago. Now it's 73 degrees because of the sun. That crazy. Look at that, it's gorgeous looking. Again, we've had so much cool stuff with Flight Sim nowadays. Enough with the complaining, enjoy the sim. That's my motto now. Steven says, would I be able to use the iFly 320 livery for the A320neo? No, that's only for the FENIX, unfortunately. Only for the FENIX. We'll eventually get some more liveries down the road. Eventually. Kind of went crazy with liveries for a while. I think that we all kind of slowed down quite a bit on our interest with our Flylex livery.
American 4108, flight level 216.
I haven't used our Flylex livery for a little bit now.
American 4108, Fort Worth Center. Good day.
I think pretty much since I've been flying the MD-11, of course.
November 8-6 Golf Echo. Contact Houston Center 120.4.
I don't know if you can talk during that or not.
Contact Houston Center 120.4 November.
Still blocks it out. Fort Worth Center, American 4108, ready for descent. Just in case, because I think we're going to end up getting it here pretty quick.
American 4108, Robert Gray Army Airfield landing runway 15.
Robert Gray Army landing runway 15.
Robert Gray Army Airfield, landing runway 15, American 4108.
And looks like civilian terminals on the left-hand side at Bravo, so we'll just kind of take the taxi, or take the runway all the way down, not all the way down, but down to Bravo. We definitely missed a waypoint, though. We're supposed to be going to ACT.
November 21124.
I should probably add it in. Let's test it. Because our flight plan shows Beyondatc is going to think we're off course. Nelly 6 and then ACT. We're going direct to Tenet. It's probably going to think we're off course. I'm curious now. I'm going to test the theory. I'm going to test the theory of not changing it. Because we're supposed to go this direction and then back this direction.
This is your captain speaking. We are approaching the top of our descent and will begin our descent shortly. Please be advised that we may experience some busy traffic as we get closer to the airport.
And we're not descending.
But rest assured, we will do our best to land smoothly and promptly.
Although we should be.
Attention and cooperation as we prepare for arrival. Thank you for flying with us on American Airlines.
How you doing, plane?
Roger. We'll head direct blue, then resume all navigation. November 21124. Thanks.
Boy, I'm nervous about using that mode, though.
November 21124, Fort Worth Center. Expect GA Blue 1, runway.
Yeah, it's working just fine. Okay. Steven's gonna head off. Have work in the morning, so yeah. Thanks for a good day. Thanks for coming, Steven. Have a great day at work. Have a great night. Yeah, I'm gonna end today at this is gonna be the last stream for the day, or the last flight for the day. I've made my decision. We'll do this landing and then we'll call it a day. That put us at over 3 hours, so that's pretty good. And then, like I said, we'll stream again on Tuesday. I'm not quite sure what time yet, but we'll stream on Tuesday, probably Tuesday morning, for a couple flights. And that might be it for next week, honestly. That might be it for next week. Just the one stream. I mean, probably Sunday again next week, but next week will probably be pretty limited with streaming. And I'll see if I can get any ideas for any content for the channel, because I'm pretty bone dry right now. I'm not really feeling anything to make or do, nothing like that. So we'll kind of see. 19,000 feet. We are 53 nautical miles out from the airport. That matches pretty closely what we're getting here from the in-sim stuff, from the EJET. That's pretty decent. I forgot to do standard pressure with the EJET, but something's always goofy with the EJET and standard pressure.
Fort Worth Center, Sky, with 5258. Good day, flight level tree 22.
Sky West 5258, Fort Worth Center. Good day, radar contact.
I'm interested to know what Cabby's going to say for the arrival airport.
Continue climb to flight level tree 60 Sky.
I'm very interested.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently beginning
Right now we're doing vertical.
The weather at our destination is clear, with a comfortable temperature of 50 degrees Fahrenheit. We expect to arrive at the airport in approximately 20 minutes. Since conditions are favorable, we anticipate a smooth and timely landing. Please ensure your seat belts are securely fastened and your seat backs are in the upright position as we prepare to land. Thank you for flying American Airlines with us today.
That's pretty cool.
November
As we
750
begin our
Delta,
descent into
Fort Worth
Lee,
Center.
we kindly ask that you prepare your
Runway
seating area
17.
for arrival. Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened and your tray tables are stowed. Our crew will be collecting any remaining trash shortly and making final preparations for landing. We appreciate your cooperation and thank you for flying with American Airlines.
Like, I get people's complaints about using AI cabin crews because the pilots aren't really hearing them. I get that aspect for sure, but it's also really cool. It's also really, really cool. I don't use it all the time, right? I don't use cabin crew all the time. But, you know, it's nice to have every once in a while. Since my reinstall of Windows a few weeks back, there's just certain things I have not installed yet. One has been Cabby, the other one's been FSFO, FSFO. And the reason for FSFO is because one is I forgot to get the stupid 306 profile when it was on sale, and two, there's no MD11 yet, so I kind of want to wait until I have those two to work with, because the MD11 of course is a plane I'm flying often right now, and I like to use FSFO on all my flights if possible. But right now I'm very limited in what I can do with it, so
Gray, American 4108.
that's kind of my thing with that.
We have Lima on board.
American 4108, Gray approach. Altimeter tree 038, expect the visual approach runway 15.
Runway 15, perfect.
Altimeter 3038, expect the visual approach runway
14,000 feet.
American 4108.
We 33 nautical miles out. I wonder, so it didn't detect me being too far out. I thought it was going to vector me over to that ACT VOR. I'm really surprised it hasn't. I guess we can put our minimums in. Minimums are 12:15, so we do 12:10. Yep, roll back. 12:10, perfect. Altimeter is what? 3038. 3038. There we go. Altimeter set. Arrival altitude's good. At what is it? NABC. We're gonna be at 3,000 feet. We're at 12,000 right now. 35 nautical miles out from the airport. So that means we gotta drop down 9,000 feet. I think we'll be all right. I think. Famous last words. I wonder if we're going to give us a vector or if we're going to go direct to Tenet up here. Not direct, but if we're going, yeah, if we're going to intercept Tenet and then swing to the left, or what? It'd be interesting to know. I'm interested to know what they're going to do. 11,000. Yeah, everything else is set up for the plane, right? Performance, landing, there's V speeds. Yeah, we're pretty much set up to go. We got our landing lights and taxi lights on in just a second. This is just a stupid short flight. 26 minutes since pushback. That's just crazy. That's a real flight. Alright, taxi lights, landing lights are on. I'm gonna go into vertical speed. Manage this on our own now. I just don't trust it. We're expecting the visual, so I expect Beyondatc to give us vector to the left here momentarily. Probably, what, 010?
Cabin crew, 10,000 feet.
American 4108. Turn left. Heading 195.
Oh, 195, sorry. I was way off my heading.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Turn
we'll be
left.
landing
Alright,
at
195, heading mode.
4108.
and your seat back and tray table are in the upright position. The use of
I don't know, I thought we were going north for some reason.
At this time. Thank you.
24 nautical miles out, speed's okay for now. I'm gonna keep an eye on that though.
American 4108. Descend, maintain 7,400 feet.
7,400.
Descend, maintain 7,400 feet. American 4108.
Surprised we haven't had a turn over to the left yet. Curious what it's doing. I don't know if it's going to have us go over AJI. Or what is it? Yeah, AGI. It might have us go up over here. And then vector us back over here for whatever reason. Yeah, it looks to be what's on the chart. So that's actually what it looks like it's going to end up doing instead of going direct. 7,400. Let's go up here on the vertical speed.
American 4108. Turn right. Heading 000.
000.
Turn right. Heading 000.
Alright, nope. We're just going to do our own thing now. Beyondatc's lost his mind. Alright, let's go down, continue our descent. It clearly thought we missed a waypoint.
American 4108. Turn left. Heading 095.
Oh, now it's fixed.
The 15
No, they figured it out. Okay.
Turn left. Heading 095. Intercept the 15 localizer.
105.
4108.
Alright, that's pretty good. And we're going to intercept the localizer. Altitude's looking fine. Speed's a little hot. 17 nautical miles out. It's 250. That was weird though. It wanted to go 000, so it got confused at something and then it figured its life out. That's good, it figured its life out though.
American 4108. Descend,
Down to 2,000.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. American 4108.
All right, I'm gonna go to manual speed. Let's go ahead and drop our speed back down. And let's bring out some speed brakes to slow us down. Definitely high on this approach still, so we're gonna go ahead and drop down a little bit more aggressively. Let's go 2,000 feet. We got full speed brakes out to slow us down. I'm gonna go ahead and arm the approach mode. You can see here, localizer, glide slope are both white. When it intercepts the localizer, it's gonna be green. Glide slope will be green as well. We should intercept that here pretty quickly. We'll go ahead and vector us on over to the left. There's localizer and glide slope both captured. Go. Let's go and do our first flaps. And we should be able to go now to manage speed. Let's go flaps 211 nautical miles out. Alright, speed's coming back, looking good. We'll get gear down in just a few moments. A little hazy out in... Where the hell are we going? Keelan? Winds are crosswind, Jesus, at 20 knots up here, but on the ground it's going to be 4 and a headwind of 6. So a little breezy on the arrival, but nothing too terrible. Again, on the landing, we're going to take Bravo. That's going to be third to the last exit on the left, or the third exit on the arrival. And let's go ahead and get our gear down. Airport in sight, runway in sight. Just barely. It's right there. Barely.
Cabin crew, please be seated for landing.
Get your butts in seats. Flaps 3. 6 nautical miles out. Flaps 4. And 5. Lane stabilized. We never got like transfer to tower. These like middle of nowhere airports are always hit and miss with Beyondatc. It can be just fine, or it can be just kind of weird. Autopilot's off my aircraft. 1,000 call. I don't know why we've never got handed over to the tower. Great Terminal, American 4108. Are we going to be handed over to the tower?
Gray American 4108. Contact tower for further instructions.
I know. Well, okay, whatever.
American 4108. Airport is at your 12 o'clock, 2 miles. Report the field in
Yeah, it's kind of lost his mind. Field inside, American 4108. Oh, this has a long threshold, huh?
American 4108. Cleared visual approach runway 15.
Alright, we're cleared.
Cleared visual approach 15. American 4108.
Oh, it's got a crazy long threshold. Alright, I'm gonna pull up.
American 0.75.
Look at that threshold. Holy cow.
Contact tower 120.75.
No, is that what it's called? Threshold?
American 4108.
I was calling it wrong last time.
Take care.
Right over the tower.
Gray Tower, American 4108. Visual runway
As we
15.
land.
American 4108, Gray Tower, wind 185 at 7, runway 15 clear to land.
20.
Runway 15 clear to land.
Little long.
American 4108.
Little long. Come on. Jesus, that was long. Good thing that wasn't a NewSky flight. Alright, reversers are out. Bravo's here on the left.
American 4108, exit next available taxiway.
Roger. Alright, flaps going up.
Exit next available.
Landing lights are off.
American 4108.
Welcome to Robert Gray Air Force Field Base, Fort Hood.
American 4108, contact ground 121.8.
Ground 121.8.
I always wonder how they do the auto-generated terminals. Like, this one looks not bad. Some of the other ones are really rough. This one's not too terrible. Alright, go ahead and turn off the taxi lights. Come on in here. We'll check to see how we did with iFly. And call it a day.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rhiannon speaking on behalf of American Airlines and Captain Lex. We have safely landed at Colleen and are now taxiing to the gate. The weather
the gate's
here is
automatically
clear
coming.
with a comfortable temperature of 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Colleen is known for its rich military history.
That's
being
cool.
home to the Fort Hood military base, one of the
Where's it-
largest U.S. military
Where's it going?
installations in the world. The city also offers beautiful parks and cultural spots reflecting its vibrant community. We thank you for choosing American
was weird.
Airlines and hope you enjoyed your short flight. We look forward to welcoming you aboard again soon. Please
That was pretty
remain
cool.
seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft comes to
We
a
hope you
complete
enjoy your
stop
short flight.
and the seatbelt sign is turned off.
I've never heard that before. I don't know if that's new. Alright, so completed flight, complete with the iFly tracker. And so you see I hit that. It's not showing. Oh, you can't see your logbook here yet. Okay, logbooks aren't shown here. Alright, so you can close out of that. And then if I bring it up on the website, they need to add the logbook on in the app. So if we go in here, logbook, and we go to free flight, there we go. So there's our one flight for the EJET. 117 nautical miles, 2 airports visited. There's a 207 on the landing. Not terrible, I'll take it. And you can see the track there, and then down here is the logbook itself. So, that is that. And then if we also use, I'll show you cabby, seat up there in the corner, but we'll also show you here. We can hit end flight, and this also shows you, where'd it go? Here we go. This shows you your score as well. So at a soft landing, fear of flying was 40%. They're happy with it, no bounces, 207 on landing. Not bad at all. The last flight I did with cabby was back on December 14th. Oh, that wasn't that long ago. I felt like it was a lot longer, but that wasn't that long ago. That was like, what, a month and a half ago or so? That's not too bad. Not bad at all. All right, folks, that's going to call it. Any major difference between this career add-on and a pilot's life? So a pilot's life is definitely more set up, ready to go. iFly is it's still new. It still has a lot of things to add in, but it's still in beta. It's still in beta. So the thing I can say is this: they both have their benefits, and right now, I feel like the iFly career mode is kind of one of those things to do on the side. But it's also one of the things where if you're paying, you have to pay for a subscription, so you have to decide if it's worth it. It's $4 a month. It's not bad. It's not the end of the world. But so as long as you get I'd say as long as you get 4 flights, it's worth it. But if you don't get your 4 flights in a month, well, then you're obviously wasting money. But personally, I'm going to keep using it for the rest of the month because I obviously bought it. I'll be using a mixture of both APL and iFly. So we'll kind of see how it goes. But I think it's going to be a very good add-on once it's finished and all the pieces are in place. So hopefully he can get that done and get to that point to where it is a finished product. And I think then it might be more justifiable. Right now it's pretty limited for a career mode. So we'll kind of see how. I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll obviously showcase it here on streams whenever I do fly it. But that's going to be it for today. Thanks y'all for coming in for these 2 flights. The DFW is pretty cool. I'm, you know, and I've enjoyed my time with the iFly schedule stuff, and Cabby was very, very good today. So very good add-ons, very good experience. Irishman, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships, as always. We'll see y'all for the next stream, which will be Tuesday, probably Tuesday morning. So have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time. Take care.